another direction. The people, the immigration officers,
we will take this to Bolivian courts and we will take this to international human rights lawyers, human rights organizations. They know that what they are doing is
this
illegal.
is exactly where we
Everything
lost
to
them.
hide their identity.
This is exactly where we lost
Everything is
them.
recorded on live.
We lost them exactly
There's
here.
proof for what they are doing. The
We
illegal
do not
activities
know
that they
now.
are
We do
doing.
not know how to contact them. This was the last known location of theirs. This is the last known what contact we had of theirs.
The
We
illegal
did not right now. We do not
activities
have any way to reach out to them. We don't. This was the last known location of theirs. This is a situation that our current monks are facing. Last known location of theirs. This is a situation that our current. I'm seeing more people who are posting. Robin Taylor, they initially illegally broke into their campus on what date? I think on the 20th, they illegally broke in at 20th. Oh, sorry, 21st, March 21st. Yes, you can have the correct date. You can ask any questions, Ma. We are ready to answer. We really request every one of you to please reach out. Erez Lazowski saying he's going to reach out to local NGO in Bolivia focused on human rights. Yes, please, thank you. Reach out, Erez, and also reach out to all the humanitarian activists that are there even in your country. It is too much, too much. You just saw what happened. 3 hours, they drove them out of the airport and then just dumped them. Now we are lost. The lost button is coming from that stream only. We are not able to get through to them. This is what is happening currently. This is so horrifying. How, in what way is this like justifiable even? I don't understand how so blatantly, outrightly they're doing a persecution. They're able to persecute so blatantly, so openly.
Yes, Ma, and it doesn't seem that they have any fear of the repercussion of their actions, because they are allowing them to record, to go live, but hiding their identity. So they don't have any fear of what their actions is gonna lead to. And they very well know what they are doing is completely illegal, wrong. They don't have any concern for human rights, for the human lives.
Actually, I feel like the reason why they're having so much guts to behave like this is because that means some deep state element, the way the kind of powerful forces who are attacking us, they're way too powerful. And that is why these guys think they can just escape. But no, the international community is watching us. International community is watching us live. Actually, to all those viewers that are here, all of you can take these clips from this live video and post it in your handles. Please do all ways possible. We have still not reached out to our sannyasis. We have not reached up with them.
It's been hours now since we've lost complete contact with them. We don't have we don't have any means of communicating with them. And finally, we could see how they were prevented to continue recording. So we don't know what they are doing with them, what they are facing right now. Are they safe?
Seriously, but and all of them were men. Like, I don't know what our women are going through, what kind of assault, abuse they're facing right now. They're not able to come online. We're not able to reach them at all, see.
And as you said, Ma, these deep states elements are extremely powerful. That is how they are able to persecute so openly without having any fear. And this attack is a planned attack. This has been wherever our people are in Bolivia, they are miles away from each other, but the attack has been happening simultaneously. They are systematically targeting our people wherever our people are in Bolivia. They are trying to drive us out and to stop our services for the Bolivian, for the indigenous community in Bolivia. So these are anti-indigenous deep state elements that are so powerful, too powerful. And this is what Swamiji has been dealing with for the past 15 years at least. He's been targeted by extremely powerful deep state elements who've been trying to kill the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji, just because he is standing for the indigenous people, for the rights of the indigenous people. Nobody else is doing that actually. Nobody else is really doing that. They may be talking about it. They may be saying, oh, how we care about the rights of indigenous people. But what are they doing? If they were doing, they would also have been facing so much attack as Swamiji has been facing. Nobody.
Exactly. Because Swamiji is only one who's so boldly standing up for Hinduism and for all the indigenous people. That is the main reason why Swamiji is being targeted. This attack that we are facing, we have video evidence of this. Whole thing is live streamed. I'm really just not able to take in how they even removed the license plate from the bus, Ma. Can you just imagine what level planning has gone?
And just so blatantly removing their badges also. Just so blatantly. They know they are being recorded. They are just blatantly removing their badges so they are not identified. And wearing masks.
Really, it's like just unimaginable level. And they just left our women stranded. I don't know what's happening. Where will they go to? How will they go to the airport? How are they going to reach? I don't even cognize. It's just ridiculous.
So now really is the time to actively reach out, to raise awareness of the persecution that we indigenous people have been going through. For centuries, we are being targeted because we are nature worshippers. We align with nature. We don't do anything that is going to harm the environment. We don't do extraction. We don't do cutting trees. We worship nature. And these deep state elements, they don't like this because they cannot keep on profiting from whatever harm they are doing to the environment. These deep state anti-indigenous people, racist people, they do not want indigenous people to be empowered. That is exactly what Swamiji is doing. He is empowering indigenous people around the globe. Swamiji has formed the United Ancient Nation, which is an international governmental organization. For the first time ever, there's an international governmental organization for indigenous people, indigenous nations, where indigenous nations can become members. And already we have more than 125 indigenous people and organizations who are members of the United Ancient Nations. And these anti-indigenous, racist, Hinduphobic, deep state elements cannot tolerate this. They just can't. Because that is gonna sabotage all their plans. that they have to harm the environment and keep profiting from the harm that they are doing to the environment. And now they are going even to the extent through the media, through the Hindu-phobic, racist media, trying to show that Kailasa is the one who is colonizing. That is the word that they are using. Neocolonizers, trying to show that Kailasa is infringing on the rights of these indigenous people, infringing the sovereignty of these indigenous nations, which is absolutely false. That is exactly what they are doing, but projecting that on Kailasa, who is actually really standing up for the indigenous people, empowering these indigenous people.
And also they're trying to show as if the indigenous people are against us, whereas they're still standing so strongly with so much of solidarity and support. They're very clearly telling us that we will not back up, we are there with you. It is only these mercenaries who are not the indigenous people, who are different people who look like them, but they are not them. They are from the different cities, not the indigenous people who are living in Amazon. And they're making these indigenous people, the mercenaries, to come and portray as if indigenous people are attacking us. This is so actually, when we clearly say like the pattern with which the persecution is done. What is the pattern with which the persecution is done, like a genocide is launched? You can very clearly see the same pattern is being used time and again. First, they demonize you. They produce mass atrocity material. Then they start demonizing you. They start alienating you from the society. And it's like call a dog mad dog and use that justification to kill it. That is the same thing they're using here. El Deber started this attack, the Hindu-phobic, racist, anti-indigenous media channel El Deber, which is actually funded by colonialist organizations. And they started propagating these lies. They first started demonizing Kailasa. And as soon as they started, in just a matter of few days, they started attacking us physically. There were henchmen who were planted in different locations. So at a time, all at the same time, in locations that are hundreds of miles apart, these henchmen launched the attack. First, they attacked all our male sannyasis when they were going to get supplies, to buy the supplies for the groceries. They circled around them. They started attacking them, blackmailing them at gunpoint. And they started projecting that in the media and portraying it as if the locals are attacking them. But they were not locals. And you could even hear the Maharaj, the sannyasis, telling that we have never seen people like you here. We have never seen you guys. Who are you guys? But they started attacking our sannyasis physically. They did not give them food. They did not give them water. They just made sure that they are standing in that scorching heat of the sun, resulting in one of our sannyasis fainting and falling. At the same time, when this attack was happening, same time, there was an attack in our female monastery complex, which is in a completely different city. Not even in one location, multiple locations. Every single location of our female monasteries were tracked. Then this attack was launched. So first the atrocity material was generated in mass scale. And at the same time, it is not just in Bolivia we are facing this. Same time when Bolivia had happened, we also had at the same time in Rajapalayam and Setur in India, where we are having the same attack happening. All at the same time. It doesn't sound to be coincidental. It's only showing and exposing some deeper underlying elements, the deep state elements. So, what is actual truth? What is the fact behind this? Who is behind this? Who are the conspirators? Who are the faces behind this persecution? We are actually seeing how these people launched the attack and they started twisting. They attacked and they started twisting as if someone else attacked us. And they started twisting that reason to claim and to somehow separate us, the indigenous people, to create a split amongst indigenous people, dividing the indigenous people so that we can continue to bow down to the colonial imperialist. But when we strongly refuted that, they attacked us even more. Our sannyasis, after facing 4 full days of attack, persecution, not being allowed to drink water or eat food, when they were sitting in the international airport in La Paz, Bolivia, to leave from Bolivia, all of a sudden, midnight, uniformed men at the same time came together, barged into the international airport, dragged our sannyasis out. They stole our baggages, belongings, everything, dumped them into the bus. All the sannyasis who said they will not step out of the airport, they carried them. They carried them with their feet and hands and literally threw them into the bus. And 3 hours straight, these armed men, these guys had huge guns with them. This is the video we just showed. And they blackmailed them, threatened them to be inside the bus. 3 hours they drove from La Paz, Bolivia. And we were wondering, where are they taking them? Sannyasis, you could hear them continuously ask, where are you taking us? Where are you taking us? These men in uniform would not reply. They would not respond. And all of a sudden, once they reached the Bolivia-Peru border, they suddenly stop the bus. They throw their belongings outside on the road. They literally drag the sannyasis by hair, pulling their hair, drag them to the road and just dumped them there. They were so cunning that they even removed the license plate. Can you imagine? License plate from the bus was removed. All their ID cards, they removed it just to hide their identities because they know what they are doing is illegal. And then they left our sannyasis stranded. We are still not able to establish connection with our sannyasis. We do not know what is. We do not know what. I'm seeing comments from Santosh Kumar K. He's asking what to do. Leaders are busy waging wars, keeping us diluted so that we are not able to see the truth. These leaders are trying their best to keep people under fear, confusion, and divided. This will help them to grab land, tax, money, etc. This kind of attack has been happening. We shouldn't give up for the sake of humanity. That is the only reason, Santosh Kumar. That's the only reason why, even after so much attack happening, Swamiji is still standing strong, standing tall to protect the Hindu indigenous communities. That is what is happening right now, as all of us can see. These sannyasis must be protected at all costs. We need to protect their lives. We need to protect them. Let us all reach out, widely reach out for that.
And I also want to tell something very important here. It is crucial for us to remember this entire, if you just go back to the sequence of events, time and again, you will see this is precisely how the persecution and attacks have happened. Actually, today when I'm seeing this whole thing, I just feel, just imagine this is the exact same thing that Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, was put through. Today, fortunately, we are having the whole thing as a live stream. But imagine single-handedly all the attacks, whether it is the torture, the inhumane torture that Swamiji went through, illegal arrests, assassination attempts. This will not stop. Please understand, this will not stop. Unless we Hindus come together, first, unless we all wake up from this denial or from this kind of a the slumber that we are in, unless we don't wake up from it, we will never know. We will never realize, we will never cognize, or we will never understand. So I request all of you, all the participants, every one of you that are here, the viewers that are here with us, I request every one of you to post. When you watch this, what do you all understand, especially with the pattern of how this attacks has happened? What do you all feel? What do you all understand through this? Can I request every one of you to post? When you see this attack that has happened, when you see how these events are unfolding, how these attacks are persistently happening, can I request every one of you to please post in the chat what you understand from this? See, because I wanted to share with you all whether it is all these news and media channels spreading fake news. On the other hand, all the attacks that are happening to all the members of our community, sannyasis, everyone. Please understand, this is all very systematically done, very strategically planned and executed. This is all completely premeditated. The way how Swamiji has revived, the way how Swamiji has re-established, it is not a joke. See, all these false narratives, malicious propaganda were engineered by anti-indigenous, Hindu music, Hindu-phobic, deep state elements. The United States of Kailasa does not have any kind. See, when Swamiji established this, only vision with which Swamiji established it is for environmental protection and for the rights of these indigenous groups. Just Google and see. Today, 99% of the indigenous groups in US have no rights to their land. So many people have lost access to their land, have lost the right to access their land, to live their traditions. Everything is lost. Hope all of you are able to hear me now. Sorry about that. There was a small technical glitch. Santosh Kumar K has posted, sitting for meditation or doing puja all day will not work. People have been doing this for eternity. Only uniting at ground level can help. Yeah, this is very important point. See, because the moment we say everyone, actually, see, most of the born Hindus, this is the biggest irony. Most of the born Hindus will say, oh, you're all monks. Why you have to go and do it? Just sit and meditate. Swamiji has dedicated his whole life, 47 years of his life towards this. The only purpose that Swamiji has dedicated his life for this is so that humanity can benefit from it. Please understand, we have had this enough number of times, this whole thinking. This is the reason why Hindus are not uniting. Just this one thinking actually will clearly show this is the exact reason why Hindus are not waking up. This is the only reason why Hindus are not coming together and standing up. It is just because of this cognition. Oh, first let everyone come, I'm doing my part, I just did one message. No, you need to really wake up to it, and you need to understand, cognize, take responsibility, and make sure that it is getting executed. See, please understand, whether it is how Kailasa is established, whether the rights, the purpose for why Kailasa is established, it is not something that happened just, on the go in just one over the night it happened. No, it is this ground level. Aya, please understand, you posted in the comment. Please understand, Aya, Santosh Aya. See, if the Hindus unite in ground level, then we can really stop. Can you imagine we are 2 billion in number? But within Hindus, as long as there is this ignorance, as long as there is this conflict, we will keep losing avatars. So many, now an incarnation has happened among us who is reviving the entire different aspects of Hinduism, re-establish the legitimacy and sovereignty for Hinduism, and still, see, even now there are few people in the comment section who have posted some kind of abusive comments. This is the delusion that we Hindus are in. Unless we wake up from it, we will not be able to save the Sanatana Hindu Dharma, because we all think, oh, let's just meditate, it's anyways there for eternity. No. This is how right in front of our eyes, Sanatana Hindu Dharma is being attacked.
And Ma Sukha Yoga is saying, I am witnessing what actually happened today. Now I can feel how much if things Swamiji has been went through. Oh God, it's not easy at all. Yes, Ma, see, now we are seeing, Swamiji has gone through so much of persecution in the worst ways. And now we are seeing, you all can see live what is happening. It is completely illegal. And see, these deep state elements, they don't care. They do not care about, even the local laws. They do not care about humanitarian, about international laws. They don't care about the court orders, nothing. They are so powerful that they can just do what they want, and nobody is going to hold them accountable. And they are so strategic about it. You see, they have all these media houses globally in their circle as well. And all these media houses are accomplice with them. Yes, we have Gibashi Aya who is saying, this is Nityanandam. It's so shocking for what is happening. It is extremely shocking. It is extremely terrifying. We don't know how they are doing right now, where they are, what these mob deep state element are doing to our women. We have no clue what is happening right now. And we are so concerned. We are so worried for their safety, for their lives. And we've already seen that they do not care about women. They do not even care about the pregnant woman. They denied food and water even to the pregnant women. So we're extremely concerned of what is happening. So please, now is the time to please share this persecution that has been happening. And you see, this is not a single persecution in one place that is happening. You should understand, this is happening in multiple places in Bolivia simultaneously. And this is actually happening also. We have multiple attacks happening in India as well, simultaneously happening. So we have to understand how all of these people are, these mob, these anti-indigenous, racist, deep state elements, they are so organized that they are able to coordinate attacks in multiple places, planned attacks in multiple places. So please reach out to all the human rights organizations, lawyers, human rights lawyers, even the authorities, not just in Bolivia, but in wherever country you are in. Please reach out to all of them. They should know what indigenous people are going through, how we've been suffering, what persecution is happening. It is completely terrifying. And these innocent, these people, our women, our nuns and monks are they are innocent. They've not done anything wrong. We've done everything as per the Bolivian laws and constitution. There's nothing wrong that they have done, and they are present in Bolivia legally with valid visas. And look how they are being treated like criminals. They are not criminals, they are innocent, only trying to serve the people, humanity. That's all. And if we don't raise our voice now, collectively raising our voice is very important. If we do not do that, that is going to keep repeating. We've already seen the extent of the persecution that was done on Swamiji. The Swamiji, who is the ecclesiastical head of 2 billion Hindus globally. They have so much guts, so much confidence to even attack the ecclesiastical head of 2 billion people, 1/3. Swamiji represents 1/3. He's the spiritual head of 1/3 of the population. Where do they get so much of empowerment and confidence? We have to wake up. We have to raise our voice collectively. And please make shorts, all of you, please make shorts of your own, share what is happening in your own social media channels, tag the influencers, tag the authorities, tag the embassies, tag anyone you think who might help, who might be able to help. Even influencers you can tag, because if they feel about this, they will be sharing that in their own social media platforms. So please tag everyone you feel you know who might be able to help. And our women, these nuns, they've been pleading for their safety. They've been pleading for help on live. They are extremely worried for their safety, for their lives.
And the situation is getting worse, out of hands, Ma. We are not able to establish connections with them. That is what is concerning us more and more. It's like really horrifying, where at this time we are not able to connect with them at all. And this is just too much. How are they able to have the audacity to do this? Our monks have been getting harassed from almost like midnight, from all 1 a.m. or even earlier than that onwards. They started this kidnap happened only at that time, and from then on they have been harassed. They've been getting harassed. So I'm not able to like even come to terms. How dare these guys behave like this? How dare they have no rights. They have absolutely no rights to behave this way. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're behaving in the worst way possible. It's like impossible. Like I'm not even understanding. Like seriously, it's just going out of control. They're not allowing us to be able to get in sannyasis. And now, for what should the sannyasis go through the suffering now? They don't have an explanation. What is the complaint they have? Absolutely nothing. What legal documents they have? Absolutely nothing. No police complaint. There is no kind of a single violation of the law. Ask them to show us. Show us what law have we violated. We in complete adherence to all laws. I'm seeing Ma Shukayoga posting a message. She says, they're afraid and don't want us to be united. And I'm witnessing what actually happened today. Now I can feel how much of things Swamiji has just gone through. Oh God, it's not easy at all. Literally, ma, literally. She's also saying we're literally living in an illusion life, so-called protected, but actually not at all. Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. This is the current situation, ma. This is the current situation. Now do you see, fortunately this time we have it live video recorded. Fortunately, we have the whole thing live streamed. Even this, do you see how much the media is manipulating? You saw the whole thing. We all were live. We watched it together. You heard everything what our sannyasis are saying. You heard it live. We lost the signal with them, but we know their last location. What are we able to do now? What are we able to do now? Literally nothing. Literally. Of course, we all reach out to the international bodies. That's the only way out we have. But do you see, while video recording, it's so much they're able to do. Imagine what all they have done to Swamiji. I want to share some of the worst things, the tortures they have done. The same way, like the monks got kidnapped from airport. See, the airport, which is in international borders. Nobody has a right to go forcefully take our sannyasis from them. These armed masked men in uniform went kidnapped our sannyasis. The wee hours of midnight from 1 a.m. onwards. Now time there is 7 a.m. We don't know what's happening. Our sannyasis have not slept at all. They have not been even given food or water, to say the least. And it was freezing cold temperatures there. It was 6 degrees Celsius when we were last in touch with them. They were freezing and cold. Some of their legs had turned numb. They couldn't walk properly. They started developing leg pain. They were not able to walk. And because they were not able to walk, these guys were pulling them. And all these masked men started harassing the women there. They were beating them up. This is what is happening now. And you know what Swamiji faced? The same situation. Do you know how Swamiji had faced it? Because we don't have we actually have the video recording of what Swamiji faced in the cell when Swamiji was illegally kidnapped and arrested like this. You all need to know, like how the monks were kidnapped. They same way in 2010 they had kidnapped Swamiji and illegally detained Swamiji for 53 days. There was no kind of a court order, but without any court order, they had illegally detained Swamiji. And like how they monks today, they were not given food or water. Same way, Swamiji was not given food or nothing. He was locked up in a cell. Swamiji is 6 foot tall, but they locked him up in a cell where he can't even stretch his legs. Such a small, tiny cell. They tortured him straight for 53 days. Every day, they would cut marbles right outside his cell to create the most torture so that it can affect and break him. They denied him even water. And you know how they would give water? They would pour cold, ice cold, freezing water on the floor continuously to torture him by making it wet. They
No,
didn't give, they gave literally nothing. It was just an empty cell, small, tiny empty cell.
And Ma, for 53 days, Swamiji was detained like this in the cell, and even the floor was filled with urine water. And there was no bed, there was no sheet, there was nothing. There was just a cardboard that was soaked with urine water. That's how Swamiji was held for 53 days. And they did not allow devotees to give him even food. And they were trying to force feed Swamiji with beef. He was not allowed his Atma Linga and do worship. That is how he was. And you know what? He was illegally detained for 53 days, but for something that he did not commit. Apparently, he was detained for rape accusation, but there was no victim of rape. No victim of
And
rape.
there was no court order, ma. There was no order. What, who gave them the guts to arrest? It was 53 days illegal arrest. Same way how they kidnapped the monks now, same way they had kidnapped Swamiji, even worse. Tortured him for 53 days. And they deleted the footage. We had the video recording. There was CCTV camera. They deleted the whole CCTV camera footage.
And you know what the police said? The police said to the court that, oh, somebody stole the CCTV footage, because then there's no proof of how they've been torturing Swamiji.
Exactly. What you're seeing now, you know what is happening. You know what is happening. It's not something small. Oh my God, this is just atrocious. Atrocious what you are faced with. This is not a joke. Understand all this. Ma Shuka Yoga is posting saying they're not afraid of anything and so dare to do anything, even though it's a live recording. Where is so much of confidence they're getting it from, Ma? Ma, they're getting this confidence because they are seeing, even after they're attacking so blatantly, we as Hindus are not united together. Only when we come together, we become a powerful force. Only when we come together are we going to be a powerful force to be able to tell them straight. Deepak Pinto is saying this is a planned persecution. Yes, this is a planned persecution. I want to tell to all those who have just come right now, join live. I want to brief you what has happened. We have been live since almost 1 a.m. and we are still live because as per Eastern Standard Time, we are still continuing the live because till now we have lost the signal of the monks. Our monks were kidnapped at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard, 1 a.m. in Bolivian time. They were kidnapped, and that too from the international borders. They were from the international airport in La Paz, and after that they were illegally kidnapped, taken by 20 armed policemen. They were completely masked. They were carrying huge guns. This whole thing is live recorded. It's in this live stream. You can just go back in the same live stream. Just go a few hours back. You're going to be able to see it. Our monks secretly started recording it, coming live, and they started telling out, saying, "Look, this is what is our situation. Please help us. Please help us. Please help us. The armed men are kidnapping us. Please save us." And they did, it was 6 degrees Celsius. It was extremely freezing cold. But the masked men, they were wearing this thick jackets. But they didn't even allow our women to even take one blanket to cover themselves. There was a pregnant lady who was crying out in pain. Nothing could be done. And not just that, after so much of harassment, they harassed like anything. They were harassing continuously. 3 hours, they drove them out of the airport. They went all the way out, left them at the borders, threw their luggages out, pulled our sannyasis' hair, wet them, pulled them out, and started torturing them, and just left them stranded in the border. Now we do not know what happened. It was only till that point they were live with us. And after that, gone. You are still seeing signal symbol on the screen. Their signal is gone. This you're seeing it live. It's in front of you.
See,
Gabache Hossein is posting saying, "In my country, the situation is worse than in Bolivia. Anyone expressing an ideology different from Islam is jailed without access to lawyer. I witnessed many being imprisoned unjustly. So I deeply understand what our monks and nuns are facing." Gabache Hossein, I understand what you're saying, and we need to come unite together. We this say I have a small request of you. Can all of you please just make 1 minute video recordings? Just 1 minute video recordings. Use the hashtag, hashtag Justice for Hindus. Hindus Lives Matter, Kailasa Indigenous Nation. Use all these 3 hashtags. Please post it on your social media. Unless we all start voicing out, unless we populate this hashtag, the true content, what is exactly happening, true facts, we are going to be able to save our sannyasis. This is just going too much.
See, how do they get the confidence? Because we Hindus are not actively taking actions. Will they dare do the same on Christian missionaries? No. Will they dare do the same on other religions? No. We are only seeing globally, we are only seeing the most persecuted are indigenous people and Hindus, indigenous Hindus. And nobody speaks about it. There will not be any international community who will be addressing the Hindu Holocaust that is still going on. We're still facing the Holocaust. If you look at Bangladesh, how many media channels are covering the atrocities and the displacement that the Bangladeshi people, Hindu people are going through? And do you know that is their homeland? Bangladeshi Hindus are indigenous to Bangladesh. Now it's not even a Hindu country. And so many people, so many Hindus have been murdered, have been killed, have been driven out of the country. There's just a very small percentage, less than 2%, a very small percentage of Hindus left in Bangladesh. And that is the case in other countries as well. Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, all these were Hindu lands. We have records in our scriptures. Not just scriptures, archaeologically, there are evidence that these were Hindu lands. Hindus are indigenous to these lands and so many other lands also, such as Malaysia. But because we keep quiet and we allow the persecution to happen, we allow the persecution to keep on going, we are not doing what needs to be done actively. See, these anti-Hindu, anti-indigenous deep state elements are way more active than we are. And that is where they are getting the confidence, they are getting the guts. They are able to do what they want and persecute us and even spread lies. Even when they are spreading lies, we do not speak up. We do not take actions. And we are not saying that we should be violent. No. Hindus are the most peaceful, non-violent people. But we should speak up. We should know what is going on, and we should educate ourselves on the international laws with evidence. We should educate about ourselves with the facts, with the proof, with the international and local laws. See,
No, I'm
when
really
see how
asking, like, I'm just asking a simple question. Right now, see, we are telling this with so many evidences. How many Hindus are here? How many Hindus are actually voicing out? This shows, see, you don't need to be even a follower of Swamiji here. You need to be a human being. That's all. No, even as a human being, seeing here live kidnapping is happening, they're telling our monks are lost. Where is the support? Where is the humanity?
and see,
Where are the
see, this is not an attack on Kailasa. See, we have to understand that this is not an attack on just a group of people, Kailasa. No, it is attack on Hindus globally. Attack on indigenous people globally. Kailasa is representing all the Hindus globally. Before Kailasa was reestablished by Swamiji, Hindus didn't have political legitimacy in any country. In any country, you are not able to practice your religion, Hinduism, authentically without getting persecuted. You do not have religious legitimacy. You do not have any Hindus do not have any kind of legitimacy anywhere. The Hindu law in no country the Hindu law is followed. But if you look at Sharia law, how many countries? More than 30 countries follow Sharia law. Even in countries that is not Islamic country, the Sharia law is respected. And we Hindus, we are the most non-violent, most peaceful. The Hindu law is directly the cosmic law. So it is not an attack on Kailasa alone. We have to understand that. It is an attack on Hinduism. It is actually an attack on humanity itself. Because
no, they're actually boldly mocking us. They're mocking us. They're asking, what can you do? Who is going to support you? Who is there for you? This is the mocking statement. They're anti-Hindu-phobic elements, anti-Hindu elements, Hindu-phobic elements are mocking at us and asking, where are the Hindus to stand up and support? This is what is going on. And where are we seeing? We are also seeing who is here. How are they doing this?
yes,
Just see. Actually, I see a comment from Ma. She has posted. Yes, Ma. Even I shared the incident just now on TikTok. No support. Ma Shukayoga, you have to go and share this with everyone that you know. You have to go share this with everyone that you know. Make everyone there do TikTok videos, reach out, do all the outreach right now. Tell everyone, go to the embassies, go reach out, boldly go. Let us stop being reluctant warriors. Simply, if we sit and be reluctant, thinking someone else is anyways going to do, understand this is going to continue. This is going to continue breaking every single Hindu.
And
this persecution must stop. We as Hindus need to wake up.
There's also a comment from Sarvanya Peetam tagging TED talks. Why no talks on Hindu persecution? See, every time there's an attack on Hindus. See, first of all, we will not even know because media is not going to cover the persecution on Hindus. But we have to know what is going on and we have to ask, email, call these media channels, hey, why are you not covering this persecution? Are we not human beings? Do we not have human rights as well? It is our responsibility to think, what can I do? What else can I do? We have to take this responsibility on ourselves and think, what all can I do to make this stop?
Actually, right now, you can see just a few of you are watching this live. This is not going to work out. I want to ask, oh Hindus, even the handful of you that are watching us right now, I want to ask this to all of you. How many of you are ready to stand up and support? If you are, please post yes in the chat. I'm requesting this. I'm really requesting, begging each one of you. We need your support. We can't do it alone. It needs to be a group, all of us coming together, a united effort. I want to know how many of you are here ready to stand and support us right now in this need of our sannyasis are stranded. We are not able to reach them. They're not available to us right now. And we have been sharing this. The whole incident here is recorded, live recorded. I want to know how many of you here that are live watching us are ready to stand with us. How many of you are saying that yes? Please post here in the chat. Because I have a small request for all of you. Now, everyone that is posting yes, let us take this as a challenge. Right now, you're seeing how many people are actually watching the live stream. Let us increase at least to a few thousand. We have to reach out to the Hindus. We cannot keep quiet. Enough is enough. We can see the results live in front of us. Go just share this YouTube video everywhere. Great. I see a yes from Mananda Parameshwari. Mananda Parameshwari, thank you so much. Mashuka Yoga, thank you so much. Let us start. Enough with this. We are done with this. We can't do this any further. Please take this. I see Ma Samarpini also has posted yes. Take this challenge. Now I request all of you. You guys share this everywhere. Share this. Let us reach the target. You're seeing the live watching now number. We have to reach to the human beings, because this is an attack on human beings. This is attack on humanity. Just share this. Share this everywhere. Tell everyone to watch. Tell everyone what is happening. Live views increasing here. This is going to show the real strength. This is going to show really how much reach out we are having. Are we having reach out or not? This is going to be known to us only based on how many people are going to be watching us right now. How many people are even ready to listen to what atrocity Hindus are facing right now? Let us start. Please post, get everyone that you know. This is not a time for you to hear people saying different reasons. No, this time is a true, this is difficult time. We need to come together. Every person that is posting yes in the chat, I request all of you share this and come and post here back that you have shared. Get at least 10 people, 10 more people, just 10. Come and tell them how important it is right now for all of us to be united. Kaushik Ravichandran is asking, would you provide shelter for the victims in your country? You're asking about Kailasa? Absolutely, yes. And Kaushik Ravichandran, I want to tell you some really deeply disturbing thing that we are just faced with. Right now, our monks, sannyasis from Bolivia have been kidnapped. They were in La Paz International Airport, and in the midnight, suddenly 20 armed men who were completely masked, who were not like they were not showing their identity at all, and we lost touch with them. Midnight they got kidnapped, and they were being taken out of La Paz from Bolivia. They were being driven away from the airport. They were driven away, and after they were driven away for almost 3 hours, they were dumped. They were beaten and dumped in middle of nowhere, literally at the border of Bolivia and Peru. Right now, we are not able to get in touch with them. This is our current situation. So, Kaushik Ravichandran, I request you also to please help. This is our situation right now. We really request help. Just please share this. This is the very disturbing thing that we are faced with. We need to save the lives of our sannyasis. We have around 20 women who are stranded right now. We have pregnant women and sannyasis, female sannyasis. All of them are stranded. Please help us. This is very urgent. We really need to reach out, and we need to save their lives, because we don't know what is up with them, what's going on with
Kaushikaya, I want to add here that Kailasa was reestablished by Swamiji for the persecuted Hindus only, for the victims of Hindu victims who are being displaced from their homeland, who are being persecuted. And not only Hindus, Kailasa is welcoming refugees and the homeless from all the countries, regardless of their socio-economic status. And we are offering them citizenship in Kailasa, where everybody is treated with equal dignity and respect. So please, all of you, please do share this live stream, and please reach out. Just reach out to your immediate family, to your friends and family, so we can increase the views and people become aware of what is happening to our nuns and monks who have sacrificed their life. Our women, these nuns and monks, they are well educated people who have left their jobs, they've left their family and decided to take sannyas just to serve humanity, just to help the victims, the people, the indigenous people who are being persecuted, who are being denied their rights, their right to self-determination. They are being denied to practice their culture, their faith, their tradition. See, these indigenous people in Bolivia, for example, they don't even have access to basic necessities. They don't even have access to, for example, water, to infrastructure such as roads. They don't have access to education. These indigenous communities, they are in the Amazon forest not having access to basic necessities. And they have welcomed Kailasa. They have welcomed Kailasa's services. We are providing them with loans. Already we have more than 125 indigenous nations and people to whom Kailasa is providing loans. We are giving them free education. We are giving them free food, free healthcare. Do you know?
And that is the main, sorry, that
Yes,
is the main reason why we are even being attacked.
yes, and you know also Kailasa, see, in Hinduism, it is mentioned in the Vedas and Agamas, the scriptures of Hinduism. Paramashiva mentions that all the basic necessities should be provided for free. And there are 10 basic necessities, and these are food, shelter, clothing, education, healthcare. Kailasa is giving all the basic necessities, not just to Hindus, but to everybody, irrespective of their faith, of their background, of their culture. We are giving all these basic necessities for free to all of them. Kailasa is it is the only country that is doing that, providing all the basic necessities needed for survival completely free of costs. These indigenous people, nations have welcomed us into their lands so they can benefit from the services. And they are so grateful to Swamiji, to Kailasa for doing that. So it is, see, this attack on Kailasa, it is again not just an attack on Kailasa. It is an attack on all the indigenous people globally. And by attacking Kailasa, by attacking, persecuting our nuns and monks who are going on ground to some of the most difficult places on earth, leaving behind their jobs and family. They are going to the most difficult places on earth, sacrificing their comforts. They are going there to help, to provide these services, just to serve these services. And we've seen pictures how they are teaching yoga to the kids, how they are giving free food. And see, understand also one thing, there's no conversion in Hinduism. Hinduism doesn't believe in conversion. There's nowhere in the Hindu scriptures conversion is mentioned. We are only looking to serve the people, serve humanity. And everybody, every single being, whether they are Hindus or not, every single being are treated as divine, as Paramashiva himself. That is actually the first, the constitutional right of Kailasa, mentioned in Kailasa. Everybody, every human being has the right to be treated as Paramashiva, as divine. And so persecuting our nuns and monks is directly preventing us from from serving humanity, from serving these indigenous people, nations. So I can see here, you know, we still have, for example, on YouTube, you can see the numbers. The views have not gone up. Please, requesting all of you to please share this widely, and please do post if you are ready to, you know, to stand up for the rights of indigenous people, please put yes. We can see how many of you are ready. Let's drop the resistance. Let's drop whatever reluctance that we are having. Let's just drop everything at Paramashiva's feet and just decide to become warriors of Paramashiva. And you will be empowered by Paramashiva. See, all of you, just take a few moments, make shorts, make just 1 minute video sharing in your own words what is happening, the persecution our nuns, girls, pregnant women is going through right now. Please, again, please tag the authorities, please tag the media channels, please tag the influencers, whoever you think will pick this up. Please tag everybody in your shorts, in your videos. Let's increase the views. Let's share this widely. And if you have any questions, any doubt that you're having, please post here. We'd be very happy to answer all the questions here. Any information that you need. See, I'll tell you, our nuns have been our nuns and monks have been going through this ordeal since March 21st. Now it's already March 24th. They've been going through this torture for days now. They've been detained, held hostage. They've been kidnapped, not being given food and water. Not even food and water they've been given. And even their passports were taken away. Their belongings were taken away. They were not allowed legal representation. Our lawyers were denied to contact them. They were not allowed to contact their embassies, nothing. And this has been ongoing since Friday, since March 21st. They've been going through this ordeal. And they've been interrogated for hours and hours and hours continuously. I mean, just imagine if you would put yourself in their shoes, right? If you can just imagine how it would be if you were in their shoes, in their face, in their place, going through all of that. They are being manhandled. They are literally being assaulted. They are literally being held at gunpoint. That is absolutely terrifying.
And Ma, it is so sad because I really do not know how to articulate how I'm feeling right now. I do see more people who are coming on the comment section. I really request you to understand what has happened. To all those who are just joining us from last night, from midnight onwards, I'm talking as per Eastern Standard Time. Right now, it is almost going to be 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. From almost 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are seeing a very, very serious attack. Our monks who were waiting in the airport, who were waiting in the international airport of La Paz, Bolivia, they were kidnapped. Our monks were kidnapped, and these men who kidnapped them were 20 men who were there wearing police dress. They had completely covered themselves, put masks and everything, completely covered themselves head to toe. They are carrying huge guns and they're threatening our monks. And they took them, the monks who resisted coming, saying that no, we are going to be here in the airport. You cannot take us out. We want to leave from the country. We are going to go. And they were waiting in the airport. They had the tickets, they had valid visas, they had everything. But these guys just forcefully grabbed their feet and their hands, threw them into the bus, a big van that they had. They threw them into that and they did not allow them to move out. There were 20 of them with huge guns. And this whole thing is live recorded. You can just go back, rewind this same video. just 2 3 hours back. You will watch the whole thing. And we had them, we one of the sannyasis started live streaming from once they entered the bus onwards. And it was, by then it was already around 2 a.m. And they were continuously asking, begging, saying, because at that time the temperature in La Paz was so low. It was freezing cold. It was 6 degrees Celsius, extremely cold. All the other men there, the armed men, they were all having masks and they were wearing this thick jackets, but they didn't allow our sannyasis even to touch a blanket. They were all wearing thin cotton clothes. That's it. Because they were woken up from middle of the sleep, dragged, kidnapped, taken, thrown into the bus and taken away. They were driven for almost 3 to 4 hours and dumped in the border of Bolivia and Peru. And they were stranded. They made sure, and you know something, even the bus number was taken away. They removed the license plate. The police removed all their badges just so that their identity cannot be identified. And this because they saw that our sannyasis are live streaming this, and they removed their badges, they removed everything, and they left our sannyasis there. After that, they started attacking our sannyasis, and that's when we lost in touch with our sannyasis. Punitananda is asking how many hours have they been missing? I think from 1 a.m. to now almost 8 a.m., almost 8 hours now. We are not able to get in touch with them. We're not able to get in touch with them. And especially the last 4.5 hours has been really traumatizing for us because we're trying our level best. We do not know what happened to them. Last scene we saw was how they were all just dumped and gone. They were just dumped. Other than that, we do not know what happened to them. Suddenly they were everybody were just left in that border, and after they were left in that border, we don't know what happened. This is exactly this that you're facing right now. Just go back and see, you'll understand. What I'm talking about, you'll understand. So rewind the same video and you all can see. So you'll all understand what exactly is going on. Right now, this situation is very, very, very serious. We really request all of your help. We need this to be reached to people. It's terrifying right now for us because we don't know what's happening with them. What is going on? Who are these people? I do not know. None of us have answers to any of these questions. I see someone posting saying the lawyers are being prevented from reaching the Kailasa monks. Actually, the situation has been much updated right now because right now we do not even know where our sannyasis are. That's the terrifying truth, unfortunate truth that we are faced with. We don't know where our sannyasis are. I'll show you the kind of very disturbing visuals that we got. The sannyasis had sent us. They came live and they shared. We all saw that. I'm going to show the way how the men were armed with weapons. You can see how they were having huge guns, rifles, and sitting. Just see this. It looks literally, you may even think that, oh, is this a visual of a terrorist? You can see, I'm just going to show to all of you. Right here. You all can see this. I'm going to play it so all of us understand. This guns, see the guns that they're carrying. See how completely covered they are. They did not know where they are going. Continuously the sannyasis are asking, tell us, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you taking us? Save us, please help us. We are not ready to come. What have we done wrong? They couldn't get any answers. You can see the location from La Paz. They started traveling, taking them outwards. They didn't know what was happening. You can see it, just look at them. They look like terrorists. You can very clearly see. You may just say, hey, these are just terrorists that are sitting. Ma Punitananda is asking how many were there in the group of missing sannyasis? Around 20 of them, 20 of them, including a pregnant woman. We also have a child over there. We have a kid who just turned 18. So the group and all of them are just women. You can see here, they were kidnapping. All of them were just kidnapped here by these terrorist forces. Oh my God. I do not know what's happening with them right now. Then after that, I'm going to just show to you all. Multiple times we lost the signals. Here you can see the policemen. You'll see all of them are getting down and they're all forming a circle over here. You can see them with torches. And here's where more men come and join in. This is a stop they're all making. And you see they were removing their badges over here. They were removing their badges over here and they were all covering up their identity completely. Just see it, see the whole thing. They were completely covered up and all the policemen were getting down. And here they had blocked them completely. Two of them had sat in front. You can see here. These are the two armed men standing, not letting our sannyasis to go out or see. You can see the weapon, see the weapon. Oh my God. Just see the weapon. This is what is happening. Just see. I want to show you all again the weapon, that how the weapon they're carrying. Oh my God. This is the way they're all harassing. This situation was so horrible. You guys can see here how they were all taken down. Suddenly they paused. This is where this is the border. They took at the border. You can see in the map right here. I'm going to try projecting it. If you can see it. We're still trying to get the current feed. The current feed remains signal lost because we have lost connection with our sannyasis. You can see here, this was the live feed that they were trying to shoot and they were trying to send us. This is the sannyasis that are there at that time. This happened just a few hours back. And suddenly all their belongings were just thrown to floor and they were called by these officers or the so-called officers, uniformed men. We don't know who they are. They're completely covered. We tried taking a photo of them, tried shooting videos of them. They didn't let us. You all can see here. And then I'm just going to fast forward so all of us can see what exactly is going on. And these people are asking, saying, why, what did we do? You can see these guys are not responding. They were actually abusing in Spanish. And I'm going to play the video. This whole video is available for all of you. You all can rewind and watch it. I'm taking it from the live retelecast only, and I'm live recording only. And then they called her sannyasi to come out. So she went out. So you'll all see how they're going out. And then you will see how the luggages all are just put. See the luggages just put outside. This is all of the sannyasi's belongings. All the belongings were just thrown out here, middle of nowhere. It's an abandoned place. They just dumped all their luggages. And they were demanding all the sannyasis to get out. These people are trying to talk, the sannyasis are asking them, why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? And then they started going and harassing every sannyasi. You can see here how they are stopping. You'll see in a few minutes how they'll start beating them. This is what has been happening. They're harassing like anything. They did not let our sannyasis to go in. They were continuously harassing. And I'm just going to fast forward because this whole thing, they were actually abusing the people there like anything. You can see here. Then all of them started hiding away. All the police started going away. When the sannyasis started coming near, they started going away. So they tried, so our sannyasis tried to go get the plate number of the bus. And here comes a shocking thing. The bus does not even have a license plate. Oh my God. And they were all hiding. They were turning and standing just to avoid their faces completely from the camera. They didn't want to be seen in the camera because they know what they're doing is absolutely illegal. And just a few more moments, they started harassing all the sannyasis and the bus was leaving. And here comes the scene. I'm going to play it for all of you.
Wrong, they are illegal in Bolivia. That is completely false.
We have notarized documents, we have postal documents, notarized documents. They all have valid visas, they have everything.
They have valid visas, and
This is not a provincial.
No, first, what is the logic? No, first they take them out of the airport when they are waiting for their flights. Just hours away with their flight, they will be able to fly out of Bolivia. Now they take them from the airport 3 hours away, and then they say they are illegal in Bolivia, which is also false. They have valid legal visas, and now they are leaving.
You can't stop me. You can't stop me.
No, they're stopping us. They're stopping us from recording. We all are seeing it live. They're stopping us. They're stopping us from recording this. This is illegal. You're seeing how much our sannyasis has to fight. You're seeing how they're completely pushing their cameras away. This is illegal. This is atrocious. This is inhumane. What is happening?
Record the bus number. Record the bus number. Please try to record.
Stop manhandling our sannyasis. Leave our innocent women away. Leave our innocent women. Stop manhandling them.
No, record the bus number. Record the bus number.
Oh my God! They just dragged them from the bus.
Record the bus number.
What is going on?
The bus number.
They stopped us from recording all of them dumping them away. They stopped our women. They stopped our women. They're harassing our women there.
No, record the bus number.
Over here. And then
Try to record the bus number. Try to record the bus number.
There's no number bus. They know what they do is so they don't have a number.
They are not. They even removed the bus number.
They can't
Why
run
do
around.
the bus number? You can see what level atrocity this is. Dumped them in the middle of the street and ran away. This is a foreign country. Oh my God! They ran away. They pushed the sannyasis away.
And there are people still on ground. You can see people. What are they going to do? What is their intention?
They just dumped us and ran away. Oh my God! This sannyasis is stranded in the middle of nowhere. Where should they go? It's middle of the night, middle of nowhere. It's in the international borders. This is dumped.
They're going different directions. Some people went on the bus went to another direction, and the immigration officers there. So
We will take this to Bolivian courts and we will take this to international human rights lawyers.
This is exactly where we lost our sannyasis
They
video
know
last.
that what they are doing
This
is
is
illegal.
exactly where
They
we
are
lost
doing
them.
everything to hide their
Here
identity.
you all can see.
And everything is
This
recorded
is exactly
online.
where we lost them.
There's
We
proof
don't
for
have
what
their
they are
connection
doing,
anymore. We
the
don't know
illegal
what they're
activities
doing.
that they
We
are
do not know anything. Here is where we lost them. You can see clearly, after this gone, we do not know what happened We don't know what happened to our sannyasis after this. We are still trying. You can see the symbol on your screen. It still says signal lost. It's gone. Where are they? I don't know what happened to them. She was just reporting about the immigration officers, suddenly went blank, silent. How did she go silent? What happened to her? What happened to that sannyasi? How come till that point the internet was working, they were able to live stream, but after that, completely gone. Signal lost. What is happening? This is only exposing something much deeper. This is only exposing something else. It's very, very fishy. Her voice also sounded like as if someone just stopped her. And immediately it just went away. We also saw just before, a few seconds before that, how they started harassing her for recording. We do not know what happened to them. We don't know especially the last 4.5 to 5 hours has been extremely traumatizing because we are continuously trying to reach them. We are not able to reach them at all. This is what is going on right. This is the kind of situation that is there happening right now. We need to wake up to this. We need to stop this. All of us together have to stop this. We cannot afford this. Right now, I'm seeing, even now I'm seeing, I only see a small bunch of a handful of you that are here. This is not going to work for us. We need every voices to unite together. We need to reach out to a few millions if we want our sannyasi sisters to be saved. I request every one of you, please share. Please put your questions here in the comments. We are ready to answer. I can tell you once again what exactly happened. I need your help. We really, really need your help. We need to save the lives of our sister sannyasis. Situation is out of control. We do not know. They have been kidnapped. After they're kidnapped, we don't know what happened to them. We do not know what to do. All the embassies are not answering their calls. They're not reachable. We do not know. Our people are left stranded in middle of nowhere. This is not working out. This cannot happen.
We really need your help. Please help us. Please help us get our sisters back. They were pleading for help in the video, in the live, before they went offline. We do not have any communication with them right now. We do not know how they are doing. We've seen how already they've been assaulted. We could see how the hair were pulled by these armed men. Please help us. We have 2 less views. This is not going to help get our sisters, our nuns back. We need your help. We need everybody to unite and work together right now to bring them back. They were literally pleading live for their safety, for their lives. They are very scared. And right now they are out in the nowhere. They actually do not know where they are. They've been taken away from the city, from La Paz, while they were at the international airport waiting for their flights. And then they've been driving continuously non-stop for 3 hours. And we could see how they were passing through a military zone. And right now we could see on the live map that they were somewhere at the border, Bolivia and Peru border, but we do not know what is their exact location. And we could also see how the place where they were just dumped looked, it was just deserted. It was abandoned. We could see broken cars, broken windows, broken buildings. So we know they are not in a safe location. They are away from the society. And we could also see in the video how there were, a few men, a few mob on ground, men on ground. So we don't know what is happening to them right now, what they are doing to them. And see, these are very dangerous people because we've already seen they don't have any concern for human rights or for human lives. We've already seen how they've assaulted women. They've assaulted pregnant women. They are not giving food and water. They are begging for food and water. They are not giving. We've already seen how they are violent. They have guns. So we know they are not safe. So please, requesting all of you, please share this live stream, make videos, tag people, tag influencers, tag authorities, tag the various human rights organizations, tag the news media channels. Please, we need to wake up now and we need to become active now. How can we sleep? How can we eat when we know our brothers and sisters are suffering? They are not having food. That is the
And
time to.
Sorry, I just wanted to add, we don't even know what's happening with them right now is very, very serious. Because the kind of place, the kind of men that were around, it's not safe. It's not safe at all. A pregnant lady is there. There are children. There is young girls. It's very scary situation. And this has been a well-planned attack. Actually, Ma Vijaypriyama, as we are talking, this attack has happened in so many places at the same time. Right now, Rajapalayam in India is facing the attack. Setur is facing attack. We are facing the attack even in Bolivia, in multiple cities at the same time. So this doesn't seem like any one group is attacking, a small group is attacking. No. This is a persecution, not just an attack, but a persecution. A persecution that is happening from multiple different locations directly by some deep state elements that are involved in this. You can very clearly see the way how it is happening. Otherwise, how come all of a sudden this whole thing is happening? And they're claiming some really scam, small, like very twisted things, ma. They're lying. They don't have any justification, valid justification. Because how can they take the people who have clear notarized documents, apostille documents, they have their visas valid. So nothing they're able to give us a reason as to why they're harassing our monks like this. I'm actually going to replay a small portion. So the people who are joining live right now, all of you can see what exactly is happening. What had happened, I'm just going to replay that. So we all can see and understand what level the attack has happened. And it's very important for us to get our sister sannyasis out of the situation right now. We lost their signal multiple times, but the last one was the worst. We are till now not been able to connect them. Dragged to the border for absolutely no reason. These guys do not have any form of a company, they don't have any IDs, they don't have anything, and they're just having holding our monks hostage there. And you all can see this. This is what we are live streaming. Oh my god, no, no, no. We already lost their signal. We're losing them out so rapidly. We all can see this buffering still. We are still not reconnected to them. We do not know what's happening. Oh my God. This is a right now situation that is happening. You can all see here. Please share this, share this. All the people that you.
Yeah, it says border, right? It says border. No, it says controles. Okay, that doesn't say border. Indians, Bolivia, Peru. It's written Bolivia answer. Can you ask the police where we are? Just ask them. ¿Dónde estamos? ¿Dónde estamos? Papá. You just don't get an answer. We are guessing we are at the border of the. Says Bolivia, Peru.
They're trying to get their stream. We are not able to still get in touch with them. Their stream is still buffering. We do not know what is happening there. The last live location that we know is what is projected all of you on the screen right now. As you all can see, the last location we saw them is looking like some kind of a military camp. We don't know what it is. All of a sudden, the bus was stopped, and there are now so many armed gunmen. The gunmen, people carrying big, huge guns, are circling around the bus. We don't know what happened to them right now. We don't know the status. We are not able to get in touch. You're seeing here the live stream that only connects.
Please, all of you, please share this live streaming and reach out to the embassies, to the Swedish embassy, to the US embassy. We may lose contact with them any moment. This live streaming that you are seeing here, that is the only contact that we have with them right now. We don't know for how much longer we are going to be having contact with them. It is very urgent. This is an emergency situation. Their lives are in danger. These are men, they don't have any concern for human rights, for even human lives. They are not even caring for the pregnant woman who is there. She is shivering, she doesn't have food, water. What are they going to do with them? What is the intention?
Also seeing a government who's asking, has anyone here read that Kailasa signed in Bolivia? They're talking about some renting lands for 1,000 years and not taking people. No. These are the false hated information that is being spread by the anti-Indigenous media. There is no such land that is purchased. There is no such thing that has ever happened. There are absolute lies that is being fabricated just to destroy us, just to exterminate us. These are the lies that are being used by the racist media. This is not true. Please wake up to the truth. You can see here, right now in front of you, how our women are being kidnapped. This is the only signal that we even have from them. We don't know what we're seeing. We don't know what's happening with them actually. The faint noises we hear from them and something blue we are seeing. The other is we don't know what's happening. Suddenly the bus seems to have passed somewhere. What is going on? Are you guys safe? What is happening with you guys? Oh my god. Oh my god. What is going on? You are seeing here. Something is happening right behind. Who are these masked men? What are they talking about? Why did they park the bus right here? Who are the men that are approaching this? All of them are masked. They're carrying big rifles. Look at their huge jackets. Why did they pause the bus here? What is happening? This is completely inhumane. What is going on? Our moms are trapped inside this bus. No, these men look really scary. They don't know. We don't know who these people are. Some people are wearing police uniform. The other men that are not wearing police uniform. They're just standing together. There are new men who are just joining here. We don't know who these people are. Oh my God! What is happening right now? Why are they doing this? Oh my God, oh my God. The people there are coming, what is happening? We're discussing something. The bus is stopped nowhere, like somewhere in the middle of nowhere. The streets are empty and suddenly some of these masked men are talking something.
UP con officer, they're taking off badges. They're taking off the UP con officers' baggage. They're trying to hide their identity because they saw our camera.
Oh my
They might
God,
not
they're
recognize
taking out their badges. They're taking off the police badges. Oh my This is that exact moment. You all can see here how they're hiding their identity. This I'm just specifically showing you all this, even the timestamp, so you all can see where the live recording is. Do you see? Ma Margaret Lasser is asking, where are they? The women and the kids, please give us some news. Ma Margaret, we do not know. The last known live location of theirs is what is shown on the screen. We last saw them in the Peru-Bolivia border. After that, last 4.5 hours, we've lost touch with them. We are trying our level best to reach out to them. We are not able to do any. We are not able to reach out to them at all. This is the current unfortunate situation. We do not know how to reach out to them. We are not able to. So, Margaret Lasser, this is the current situation. We have been trying our level best. As you saw, because these officers knew exactly what they are doing is illegal. They were hiding their IDs. That's why I just showed you all that clip where they were all hiding their IDs. You saw just now. They were hiding their IDs because they were persecuting us. They were hiding their IDs because what they were doing was completely unlawful and illegal. Who is behind this? What is the motive behind this? Why are they attacking us? You can clearly see how this is a persecution. This has nothing to do with any kind of legal proceedings. No. This is something like I'm saying. Who are they to do whatever they want? They have no police complaint. There is no police complaint. And all their visas are up to date. They have the notarization, apostille, everything done as per the Bolivian constitution. And they were completely legal, lawful, and law abiding people there. We are following every single protocol. There's no court order, no complaint, but our sannyasis were killed. What's going on? Where is the human rights? What is in last 4 hours plus struggling to something to them? We are not able to. I'm going to play it, continue playing it, so you all can see fully the level with which they have gone. It's so horrifying. The
See,
moment
also
we
you
get
can
the
even
signal from our sannyasis, we will be able to see, like right now we are seeing the signal loss button. That means it's still, they are not yet live. We are not able to reach them yet. That is the current situation with them.
and see, all of you can also make clips out of this video and share these clips widely. Share the persecution, share what they are going through.
All of you take a few minutes, make videos. It is time for us to stand strong. Please make videos and share it widely. At least make a few videos and post that everywhere. Post it in your social media handles along with the right hashtags.
See that they're they took off the badges so we couldn't identify which who he is because he's about to report us when when they bring us down. So he's preparing himself so that he cannot be identified. He's hiding. See?
They know they are whatever they are doing is illegal, and they are hiding their identity.
He's walking towards the front. He's walking towards the front. There are also see he has two cameras in front of his jacket. He's also putting on the camera. That's the trick they do. These are our luggage. See, they're putting out our luggage, our shoes, and some little nuts we had in the passport days. We didn't have food, and we were in deep fear. We were continuously attacked by these people in a foreign country without any chance to fight against them.
Oh my God, all your luggage are being taken out and kept in the middle of
Our
nowhere.
luggages, throwing them out on the street.
For days, our monks have not eaten anything. They're not being given any food, water, nothing. And you can see their luggages are being taken and kept in the middle of nowhere. Already 1 lakh of luggage is gone.
We are asking for any type of help, any help. Please help us.
Please help them. This is very serious. We are very scared for them. Now they are taking their luggages out on the street. What is their intention? They've made sure that their identity is not disclosed, removing their badges. They know what they are doing is illegal, wrong. What are they doing?
They hid their badges. The police hid all of their ID badges. And now they're bringing out all the coins. Where is this even? What is this place even? What is the agenda? Why are they doing this? Why are they taking out all the luggage and keeping here? Every luggage they're putting it out. They grabbed those sannyasis, pulled their legs, dragged them from the international airport, kidnapped them, and to the middle of nowhere in the border, and standing them here.
They're coming back to the bus. We'll see what they do. They're saying in Spanish. They're calling me. They're calling us. Calling the ones we.
Oh my God.
They're calling Shamba Priya. Mom, be safe, Mom. I'll go with you. They're calling Shamba Priya. They're asking, oh, that person who speaks Spanish. Manitia, that's Shamba Priya, yes. They want her to go out. No, we will not go out. We will not separate. Henry, we will not separate. Mama, don't go. No, we don't want to speak separately. What? What did she say? I'm sorry. We're in an illegal way in Bolivia. It's not true. He said we are illegally in Bolivia, which is not true. You see how they speak to us? You see how they speak to us? He's shouting to us. We're in a legal front. You're right, there's airport. What you can't do is be in a Bolivian airport. All your stuff is down there. He told us that we can go to airport and our stuff is done. Ma, don't go, ma. So if we just leave, like, stay here, what will happen? Ask me where we are. How we are going to the airport? Where is the airport? We don't have. We stay here. There's so many luggage here. Innocent 12 female in the middle of the night. Where are we going? Where the environment is safe? Who knows? We don't know if it's safe anywhere. They are trying to let us go down and just throw us on the street. And they told there's uh, airport, we can go to airport. The closest airport is in La Paz, where they drove us 3 hours back.
Oh my God, they drag you off the airplane, now they want to go back. Are they joking?
They're trying to just throw us on the street in the middle of the night in the cold weather. In the cold weather, 12 innocent female.
Why would they even do that? They just took you guys from the airport. 3 hours away, you were already at the airport waiting for your flight. And now they are just taking you and telling you to get out and, and go to the airport? What are they doing?
Waiting in the airport. They were waiting to go and from Bolivia. These men dragged them out, drove them for last 2-3 hours, and now threw their luggages here, and they want us then to go back. Where will they go back? How will they go back? This is ridiculous.
And they drove us from the airport. Now they ask us to go and take airport, take flight. We just came out of the airport.
All types of
They show
loans.
there's a pregnant woman. How can they do this?
First
They
job
are
is
not human beings. They are literally torturing these women.
new bungalow, got
They're
new
torturing us.
car,
Lights out outside. And we don't know where
furniture.
to go. It's mid in the night. He's calling us, please be fast. It's 4 a.m. in the morning. This is the police. Ma, go up. Ma, quickly. The police went up. The police. They're
You all can see what's exactly happening. This was the situation exactly where they started hitting our sannyasis after this. And I'm seeing a question from Madeline. Anandaparashakti Yogini has asked, has there been any news about the missing sannyasis and sannyasinis, please? No, Ma, not yet. We are not able to reach them. The last 4.5 hours, 5 hours, oh my God, it's been 5.5 hours now. We have not been able to reach them. We are trying, continuously we are trying. It's been, sorry, 4.5 hours. The last time we were connected to them was 4 a.m. And after that, we completely lost touch with them and we are not able to reach them at all. We've been trying. We are not able to reach them.
And Makela Brusa is asking, our sannyasis were kidnapped from the airport? Yes, Ma. They were already at the airport in La Paz, waiting for their flights. All of their flights were already booked, and they were just peacefully waiting for their flights so they can fly out of Bolivia. And then from there, they were kidnapped. They were taken away by these armed mob men. And they were driven away from the international airport in La Paz for 3 hours. They kept driving for 3 whole hours non-stop. And we've even seen in the video, in the live video, how we could see their live location. We could actually see they were being taken away, and finally they were at the border, Peru-Bolivia border, and we could see how they were passing through military zone. And then they were just dumped. They were just taken, dragged out of the bus and dumped out of nowhere. Yes, Ma.
Sorry, and we are not able to reach them at all till now. That is the worst part. We do not know where they are. Continuously we have been trying. We're not able to reach them, not able to get in touch with them, not knowing what is happening with them at all.
What is the point of doing this? They were just waiting to be to fly out of Bolivia. They were at the airport. What is the point of kidnapping them now? And you can see, these are the police. They've taken, but they've taken out, they've taken their ID. They've put on masks, so they are not. We cannot identify them. But what is the point of kidnapping them and just dumping them 3 hours away in an abandoned city, and then telling them now you can take the flight, mocking them, telling them now you can go to the airport? How will they go to the airport? And it's freezing outside. It was less than 6 degrees Celsius. And they were not having any jackets. They were not having any sweaters. They were not even, they were on sleepers. The pregnant woman was shivering with fear and cold. And you know what they did? They even opened the windows to torture them. They denied them food and water. And she's pregnant. And she's not been given food and water. She's not even able, we could see, we could hear, she's not even able to stand up properly from the torture she's been facing. How can they do that to women, to kids, to pregnant women? These are not human beings, these are demons. And where do they get the guts, the confidence to do that so openly? They know they are being recorded. They don't care.
Seriously, and they know, when they know they're being recorded and still they're able to do this, means just imagine and see the audaciousness. What is giving them that strength? What is giving them that courage? This clearly exposes that the powers that are involved in this persecution is far deeper than what we are able to see. The deep state elements that are involved in this is far, far, far deep.
Madeline, Ananda Parashakti Yogini is asking, has there been any news about the missing sannyasis and sannyasini? Please, no, Ma. It's been hours now that we don't have any news from them. We don't have any contact. You saw how, they just dropped. They were just prevented from continuing to record. The mob, these deep state elements started attacking them, attacking our sannyasis. Since then, we don't have any contact with them. We don't know what is happening. We don't know where they are. We don't know what they are doing to them. So please, again, once again, please share this. Please make videos. Please contact the local authorities, even the authorities in your country, the media, the influencers. Tag people, tag the media, tag the influencers. Make this wild. Go wild and share this widely. The lives of our sannyasini, nuns, and monks are in danger. And we've already seen that these people, they do not care about their lives. They are in danger. We could hear how they were pleading for help from all of us. Manitya Lalitambika is saying, exactly, even knowing they were being recorded, the way they were grabbing and pulling the monks. Horrific sight. Yes, ma, absolutely, ma. This is so terrifying.
See, that means this shows how much consciousness they're able to have. They know that, oh, Hindus means they're going to be divided. No, we need to change this. We need to change this. They're able to be so okay, they're able to be like this. They're able to literally beat up our sannyasis. They're able to do that. How come? The audaciousness they are having is coming only because they think no Hindu is going to stand up. But no, we need to change this narrative. It's up to us as Hindus. What is our decision? Are we deciding to go on continuing to be in this deep slumber and pretend like nothing is happening? Or are we going to stand up strong? The ball is in our court now. We need to decide this. I'm asking every single one of you, whoever is logged right now, how many of you have made videos on this situation? Situation is grave right now. We need to save our sannyasi sisters, and we're doing this again and again because we are really not able to reach them. The only way out is we all coming together. If we all come together and reach out to them, we don't know where they are.
Yes, please, requesting all of you to please post here how many of you are making the videos, and if you need any information, we are here to answer all your questions. Any information you need, any questions that you have, please, requesting you to please post here, and please please mention how many videos you've already made. It is extremely important. It is too important. Their lives are in danger. We are requesting you. They were pleading for help, pleading that to help them because their lives are in danger. They are so scared. You can even make clips out of what we are showing. You can make small clips to show the violence that that our sannyasis are going through. The violence of these deep state elements. You can see how they are masks, and you can actually see how they were removing the badges. And even the bus did not have any plate. There was no number, no bus number. They are being very careful to hide their identity. We can see the big guns and rifles and arms that these men are carrying as well. Yes, please requesting all of you to please make videos, make tweets, please share the live stream, tag the authorities in your country, influencers in your country, not just in Bolivia. Tag the news channels, tag international human rights lawyers, tag the human rights organizations as well. Let's inform all of them. They need to know what is happening. Yes, there's a comment. Advaits, the silence of the international community is deafening. It's time to speak out against the persecution of Kailasa monks. Yes, absolutely. And please understand, this is not just, see, the aim is not to attack Kailasa. This is not an attack on Kailasa. This is an attack on the entire global communities around the globe. This is an attack on indigenous people, on Hindus globally, who Kailasa is representing. Kailasa is supporting. See, Kailasa is the first to give a real voice to the indigenous people. And I'm saying it right, real voice. Swamiji has created the United Ancient Nation, which is the only international governmental organization for only 4 indigenous nations. There's no other international organizations, governmental organizations that is solely dedicated where indigenous nations can become members. So understand, this is not an attack on Kailasa only. This is an attack on us to prevent us from supporting, empowering indigenous people. We are empowering the indigenous nations to reclaim back their right to self-determination, to reclaim their sovereignty, empowering them to regain confidence on their culture, traditions, empowering them to revive their culture and traditions and language.
It is
Throughout
actually very important for us to understand this. Why this attack is happening? It is because the indigenous nations are getting empowered. It is because Swamiji is doing the true empowerment. See, actually, right now, as we are talking, can I request all the viewers, please share this with everyone that you know. Do not think even twice about this because it's too important. Don't you see what things we are facing right now? What we are facing is too much of violence. You need to understand how these malicious articles, this is exposing the way how persecution is done. The media channels that were trying to spread this hatred, I shouldn't even use the word media channels, they're purveyors of colonial fan fiction. Because their recent articles are not just a journalistic misstep, they are a full on assault on truth, indigenous rights, and basic decency. They created this ground from which today we are seeing so audaciously they're able to kidnap our monks and still they're not able to reach our monks. They have cloaked themselves as champions of the marginalized while stomping on the very principles that they claim to uphold. This is what the media houses are having. Please understand what these media houses are spreading is absolutely atrocious. It's mass atrocity material that is being circulated. That was what LDeber started. The Hinduphobic media channel LDeber started this persecution and attack. They started this onslaught. It was like a full-on assault launched on us. When I say us, I don't mean just Kailasa. I mean not even just Hindus, but the entire ancient nations, the indigenous nations. They started this malicious attempt to somehow character assassinate us. But because what contributions the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was doing was far more powerful, and the indigenous people stood stronger with us, where we had more than 120 people, 120 indigenous nations that had come together, become a part of the United Ancient Nations, because of which these racist media channels could not handle the empowerment the indigenous people were getting. That is the reason they started this conspiracy and attack. They set the ground by spreading this false lies, baseless claims, baseless accusations. After they started spreading this, they created the ground to be able to attack and persecute Kailasa. And they've gone to such an extent, so audaciously. Midnight, they had kidnapped 12 women, a pregnant woman and an 18-year-old child. All of them are part of this. We have all of them, we have completely lost their touch with all of them. See, none of these media channels even picked up their phone to get our side story. This is a well-planned, well-orchestrated persecution and attack. We need justice. And for this, first, we need every single one of you to come together, share. How many of you have done the videos already? I see Kailasa, and I think your name is in Chinese. The put saying, why do we do this? We give resources, but are persecuted. Unfortunately, this is a situation right now with us. This is a situation for anyone who is trying to empower any of the indigenous people, anyone trying to help to revive the ancient traditions, get persecuted. They have a very clear motive. The motive of these colonialists, these are colonialists, these are not just media channels, these are colonialists. Anyone who's not ready to go down to their colonial arrogance, they are going to be targeted and persecuted. This is what is happening. This is what is going on again and again and again. See, all the ancient nations, all the indigenous nations, we did not learn about colonialism, the colonization that we face from university lectures. We learned it from our collective trauma passed down through generations of survivors. Our people, the Hindus especially, once inhabited the 56 indigenous Hindu nations spanning approximately 6 million square kilometers across Asia, with 10,000 indigenous Hindu traditions across 1,700 Hindu provinces, 200 Hindu kingdoms. Today, where are they? We are scattered today. Our sovereign lands unlawfully annexed, and our communities are forced into mass exodus. These colonizers have the audacity to call us, cast us as a villain and persecute us. Ask the Kashmiri Hindus about colonization, where 300,000 to 800,000 were violently expelled from their ancient homeland just in 1 year. Just from 1989 to 1990, within 1 year, 800,000 of them were forced into a mass exodus, leaving just about 3,000 to 5,000 remaining in the valley. Since 13,400 BCE, these people were living in Kashmir. It was their homeland, but now emptied through systematic ethnic cleansing. That is colonization. These patterns are continuously repeating again and again and again. We are seeing the pattern of colonizers again replaying their own playbook. We need to stop this. These accusations are completely baseless and targeted upon us just to put us down, just to make sure that the United Ancient Nations are not happy. Now, what is happening with our sisters? What are our sister monks doing? Where are they? There's no news. Lost 4.5 hours, almost 5 hours now, gone. The last contact we had was around 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You could even hear in the video how the sannyasi is telling it's around 4 a.m. That was the last message we had from them. And now it's 8:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Till now, there is no news whatsoever. We do not know what is happening. Are they safe? Is everything okay? What is happening? Where are they? Some foreign country? They would have at least been in the airport. By now, they would have boarded the flight and left from Bolivia. What was the necessity for these masked armed men to go and kidnap them? What was the motive behind it? I request each one of you, the viewers, to voice out right now. Please make videos, post it everywhere, ask these questions. Can I request every one of you to please make few videos, share this live stream with everyone that you know, share this live stream everywhere. I see people, I see Pradyumna Reddy Ayya, Shanti Ravi Shankar, Shri Advait, Kailasa, and Ma Lalitambika, Patricia Bamburi, Aparichedya Ma. I see some of you who are here in the comment section. Can I request all of you to please share this, make videos, and we have to reach. Anup K is asking, Ma, can we take the help of Balasan's third eye powers to locate them? Actually, Anupaya, we have the live location of them, but we are not able to track the exact location. We are very clearly seeing in the borders. Actually, they're moving more and more away from Bolivia. They're moving more towards Peru. But we are not able to get in touch with them. We are trying continuously. We are not able to get in touch. We do not know what is going on. We don't know how to get in touch. Because the last clip that we saw, where they came, the only way to contact them was when they live streamed. So that's why immediately we started coming live and started showing to all of you. In fact, we have been showing you the live from around 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time onwards. Around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, this whole incident started. And from 1 a.m., so around 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time onwards, we are showing it to all of you. We are not able to get in touch with them. The signal still says lost. This is the current situation that we are faced with. So we do not know what exactly to be done. We are not able to do anything much. Given that, see, this needs to go to the international attention. All of you should take this up as your commitment now. Share this information, make videos. Right now, if we don't unite, when are we going to come together? Ma Kanchan Nayan is saying this is very shocking. It is, Ma, and we are first hand witnessing how it is happening. It's so horrifying.
See, we can also share these in the various groups. For example, on Facebook, there are so many groups where we can share the Hindu groups, the humanitarian groups, the human rights groups. So, there will be thousands and thousands of people in those groups. So please, this is also being broadcasted live on Facebook. So it is so easy, very easy to just share, quickly share to all the groups on Facebook. We need to reach out to more people. Again, understand, this is not just a persecution on Kailasa. It concerns all the Hindus and all the indigenous people. It is not just Kailasa. Everybody is getting affected, whether they know it or not, whether they understand it or not. They are getting affected by this persecution on Kailasa. So they need to be made aware, they need to be educated why they need to now stand up, take action, come together in solidarity. Makanchan Nen is saying, yes, we will make videos and share in social media. Thank you so much, Makanchan. Thank you so much. Please, all of you also, others also who are making videos, who has already started making and posting videos, please do post here.
Yes, we request every one of you to please post in the comment section if you have started recording your videos and started publishing them. This is very, very important. We need to reach out to the right audience. Only then we will be able to save our sister monks.
And Pratyumna Reddy Aya is saying, this is the act of anti-Hindu elements. Yes, Aya, absolutely. And not just anti-Hindu elements, anti-indigenous elements, deep state elements, racist elements who are against all indigenous people. They do not want the empowerment of indigenous people, which Kailasa is providing to them. This is an attack on the entire, this is a persecution on the entire indigenous people globally, be it indigenous peoples in Africa or in Canada or in the US or South America, everywhere. Or even in Asia. This is an attack on all the indigenous people. We've been deprived of our lands. Our lands were snatched away from us by colonizers, by invaders. And even now they are persecuting us by denying us our lands, by denying us our own resources, because they want to exploit our resources. And we do not exploit. We do not exploit Mother Earth. We do not exploit the resources. We know how to live in harmony with nature without exploiting and being successful. Ancient nations were much more advanced than the modern society in every level, and that too without exploiting Mother Nature, without exploiting the resources. We know how to live in alignment, and we are still doing it. But these anti-indigenous elements who are greedy for money, greedy, they just want to exploit and exploit. That is why we are suffering. That is why we are having global warming. That is why we are having wars. And they've not learned their lesson. They are okay with the planet Earth getting destroyed just for their greed.
And even if you notice the hypocrisy, the double standards of these media channels, like whenever they see these corporations, the MNCs, when they are trying to actually grab the land, take the land, they call that as development. On the other hand, when we are having relationships with the indigenous communities, supporting them, where we have successfully implemented zero carbon initiatives and doing various humanitarian services, they call us what? They have the guts to slap such serious false allegations on us. This is not journalism. What you're doing, what these media channels are doing, is neo-colonialism wearing a press badge. This persecution has to stop. And for this, everyone together is what is going to make the difference.
Please do post on the comment section how many of you are already making videos, and we can answer any question that we have.
The most unfortunate thing right now is, as we are talking, every minute time is ticking. We've not been able to reach our sister sannyasis. We do not know the situation. How do we reach them? We are just. I see someone named Go Spiritually posting the raids on Kailasa monks and families in Bolivia are a blatant attack on indigenous sovereignty. We demand recognition of indigenous rights. Yes, this is too important. And Ma, I see you using hashtag justice for Kailasa, justice for Hindus, and hashtag Nityananda, hashtag SPH. Can you also please use the hashtags hashtag Hindu Lives Matter, hashtag Kailasa Indigenous Nation? These are also important hashtags to be used.
See, we need to show all these anti-indigenous elements and anti-indigenous media that the world is watching, so that they are held accountable. They need to know that the whole world is watching. And if we don't share widely, we don't tell the whole world, they are gonna keep having the audacity to keep doing this, to keep persecuting. We've already seen how they are not afraid at all to be shown grabbing and pulling and assaulting women, and that too women nuns, women monks. They are not having any shame, they are not having any fear for doing that.
I want to just replay and show to everyone, so everyone can watch how our nuns were harassed, how our sister nuns, all of them were harassed so badly. You can see here the bus where in which they had kidnapped our nuns and come here and just dumped all of them in middle of an abandoned street in the border of Bolivia and Peru. And when they were trying to get back in, see how these people push our sannyasis back. You all can see for yourselves.
They are stopping us from going up to the bus. Do you see how they are doing? They are see how they are doing, using their arms, pushing us away from the car. We are worried about our people. A man went up to a bus full of female, a pregnant woman, a kid. How they can do that? No any food and water, they just drop us here without any warm clothes. And the kid and pregnant also here. Our people coming out. I'm not going to show them live. Just to protect them, their identity. I'm going to shoot away. I'm not going to shoot our people, but they are coming off now, one by one.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So now they're driving out all our people out of the bus. Oh my God. All of you can see here what is happening. Last 3 hours, these armed men drove our people out from the international airport in La Paz, where they were innocently waiting just to leave from Bolivia. So they drove them all the way to the border from Bolivia and Peru. Now they're in the border, in the middle of nowhere. You can see the streets are empty, except for these masked men. And they threw out the luggage and now they're showing us.
Yes, we can see how these our nuns, women, were being dragged out of the bus and left dumped in the nowhere. Why are they even doing this? What is the need for doing this? Again, they were just peacefully waiting for their flights out of Bolivia. They were just peacefully waiting. That's all. They could have just let them go. What is the need and what is the intention for kidnapping them from the airport? Listen, it is kidnapping from an international airport. In public, in international place, airport, they are being kidnapped by armed men, masked armed men, and taken away. And when they refused to go, we could hear their sharings. When they refused to go, they were first trying to coerce them, trying to say, oh, we will give you a good place to sleep, so you don't have to sleep here. You will have, accommodation. You can rest nicely. We will have food and water. And they knew it was a trap. And when they refused to go, they were using force. They were forcing, manhandling the kid, the pregnant woman, the nuns. And just forcing them in the bus. And they were not even dressed properly to face the freezing temperatures outside. It was less than 6 degrees Celsius outside. They were not having any sweaters, any jackets. And we can see how these armed deep state elements are very nicely dressed with big, huge jackets. But they don't care for the women. They don't care for the kid. They don't care for the pregnant woman. What kind of human being? Please, all of you, please start commenting on the chat here. What do you think about it? What is your opinion and what action are you going to take for the nuns and monks who have sacrificed their life, leaving behind their life to become nuns and monks just to serve humanity? And how many videos are you've already made? Please, kindly requesting all of you to please post here. It is too important to reach out to everybody. See, you are seeing this kind of persecution only on Hindus, only on indigenous people. They, all these deep state elements, anti-indigenous, Hindu-phobic, they have the confidence to attack us like they are doing. It is because we do not voice out. And some of them even say, what are you going to do? What are you Hindus going to do? You don't do anything. So we keep on doing what we want to do. They cannot do this for other communities. And they know they cannot do this because they know they will have to face repercussions. But what are we Hindus doing? And even now, there's so less people who are watching, who are aware of what is currently happening. Something that is directly affecting them. Whether they know about Kailasa or not, it is affecting, this persecution is affecting them also. Please do post your comments if you have any questions as well. We can answer all your questions. And see, these deep state elements, when they saw how, when they were persecuting Kailasa, how even the indigenous people are coming forward and helping us, standing by us. And do you know, even they were held at gunpoint. And they've clearly said, no, we support Kailasa, we stand by Kailasa. And what the media now is trying to project, trying to create a false narrative that Kailasa is trying to exploit green funds, green economy, exploiting the carbon market. And that we are trying to exploit the indigenous people, trying to exploit their lands, their sovereignty. But what they are not going to show is that the agreements that we have signed with all these indigenous nations, first of all, it is completely legal, done as per the country's law, and also notarized and protocolized. And what they are not going to show is that these agreements clearly and explicitly focus on preserving traditional ecological knowledge, supporting sustainable agriculture practices, protecting the biodiversity of these forests, of the Amazon forest, and also defending the indigenous land rights against the actual extractive industries. It is clearly mentioned explicitly in these agreements. We are not here to colonize their lands, as the media is trying to brand Kailasa as neo-colonizers. We are not trying to take over their land. We are not trying to grab their land as they are doing, as actually they want to do. They want to grab their land. But now they are seeing how these indigenous people are getting empowered to say no, to resist, to show the facts, to show the international laws. They are getting educated about it. That is when they started persecuting Kailasa and turning it on Kailasa, that Kailasa is trying to grab their land. They're trying to show the world that Kailasa is the bad guy here, is the culprit. No. When in fact, these indigenous people, they're clearly supporting us. But these media is not going to show the support that we are getting from indigenous people, because the agenda is completely different. They actually they talk about indigenous self-determination, for the rights of self-determination. They talk about their sovereignties, but their actual motive is to destabilize, to disempower the indigenous people so they can keep on grabbing their land and their resources and exploit their resources, exploit Mother Nature.
Actually, I just wanted to add, I want to address the question here. There's a person named Siva Sangaran in YouTube who's asking, kidnapping for what reasons? Nityanand Sangaranaya, I just wanted to tell you, the reason they're kidnapping is because they want to use this as an opportunity to threaten and silence the other indigenous members and the Hindu monks. And they want to clearly make a statement that, look, if you voice out against the colonialism, if you voice out in the support of indigenous people, this is going to be your fate. Just to demonize us and to gaslight all the indigenous people is the main motive behind this kidnapping. This is the main motive why they are putting us through this situation. Otherwise, can you imagine and see how at the same time in multiple locations, this is not in one or two locations, in multiple locations, How come they kidnap at the same time? These cities are hundreds of miles apart, where our Hindu monk sisters and brothers were there. And these people had studied the movements, where our sisters are going, where our brothers are going. That is why the moment our brothers and nyasis, when they just stepped out to go purchase groceries away from the indigenous communities when they were going, they caught them. Same way our sister sannyasis. They knew the exact time when they're doing the yoga, puja. They went and they just barged in, caught them, and started attacking them. At the same time, we are having persecution that is happening in Rajapalayam. We are having persecution happening in Setur. What is happening? This attack is not a small attack. It is a very well plotted attack. Simultaneously in so many locations, this attack is happening. So Shiva Shankaranaya, I hope I answered your question. The kidnapping is because they want to demonize us. They want to gaslight us so that no other Hindu can stand up. They want, if you stand up, this fate will be yours too. That is the reason why they're kidnapping. And we also encourage all the viewers who has any such questions. If you have any such questions or you want to know what exactly, post the comment and we will answer your comment and we'll be able to help you understand it. The situation right now is getting really worse. We're trying, again, as we are talking, we are also having our team trying to connect with the sannyasis, trying to arrange for somehow connecting with the sannyasis. Right now, we have not been successful with that yet. And the situation is getting really bigger and dangerous because one side, even in Rajapalayam, there is a serious persecution that is happening. So it's like in multiple places, multiple situations. So it's very, very, very difficult situation. And we are working. See, this is the exact thing that happens. Each time we get persecuted, attacked, and the persecutors, the colonizers, do the double killing where they do the Holocaust and then deny the Holocaust. It's just non-stop, continuously attack after attack after attack. But this whole attack, the very motto from which this attack is launched, let's understand deeper. Because this motto is just to make sure that anyone who is getting inspired, standing up for the indigenous people, drop this immediately. That's the main reason. That's the main. Now I want to continue showing all of you the last few minutes of when we last heard from our sister sannyasis, whatever situation they were in, and how you all can see how their luggages were just thrown onto the middle of the road. We don't even know what location this is. I'm going to be replaying that recording so all of us can just see and start understanding what exactly happened. And I'm just going to continue. This is where they had for just before this in the solar stream we had shown how for almost 3-4 hours, all the way from La Paz Airport, the Hindu-phobic, Hindu music elements had kidnapped our sister sannyasis and they had put around 12 of them into this bus, gotten them, stole all their luggages, and then they started attacking them, forced them to get out of the bus, threw their luggages down somewhere at the border of Bolivia. Actually, our sister sannyasis were only waiting in the international airport to leave from Bolivia and they had the ticket, they had everything. But all of a sudden, 20 men barged in. They had big guns, rifles, and they had like very uh, fully covered masks that they were all wearing, completely protecting their identities. And they got our sister sannyasis to the border and just dumped them there. I'm just going to continue showing to all of you so all of us can see what had happened. Out of this bus. This is illegal. This is illegal. What is happening is atrocious. This is kidnapping. This is atrocious.
And we don't even know the exact location. How are they supposed to go from there? There are these men, all men are telling now you can go to the airport after taking them from the airport 3 hours away and just dragging them, abandoning them out of nowhere.
And they throw us in the nowhere, and we don't know if it's safe. And even if we are attacked or hurt or even something happened to us, they can easily say that they don't know who we are. It's not done by them. We're just a stranger to them. They can easily say anything like this.
Yes, but we have to out, go down from the bus because if we don't allow them, they will use violence.
We've already seen how they are broken.
The pregnant female almost fell. She almost fell. She's so scared. I'm not able to record them because I want to protect their identity. But the pregnant lady just almost fell. She was so scared. Her whole body is trembling. And it's so cold. She's on sleepers.
And look how warmly they are dressed. This is torture. They are purposely torturing our women. And we've already seen how there are broken windows, broken building. This seems to be abandoned city. Why? What is the reason? What is the intention of taking them there, abandoning them over there, 3 hours away from the main city, from the airport?
And all of them hide their faces. They know that what they do is illegal. They are hiding their identities. These are officers of Bolivia. These immigration officers, police. See, when the camera comes, they hide away. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to be shown. They know what they do is wrong. They are attacking female. They're attacking women. We're innocent people. They are hiding their faces. They know what they do is wrong. They know that what they do is criminal. It's not right. It's against Bolivian law. It's against the international human rights law.
This is extremely atrocious what is happening. They drove you guys all the way out from the airport. You guys were already in the airport, peacefully just sitting there to leave. And suddenly they drove you all the way out of the airport, 3-4 hours away, in the border, and left you in the border. And now they're trying to go away. Oh my God, they all removed their badges. We saw that live. It was captured live. We have the live recording of all the policemen removing their badges to protect their identity because they know what they're doing is completely illegal and atrocious. You can see them, all of them are masked. They're completely covering their faces just to protect their identity.
They gave us our passport. I'm not able to record that the other side. They seems that they gave back our passport now. They throw us on the street nicely.
Oh my God! In middle of the night, in the street, it's completely empty. You don't even know where the place is. They took you to a different country, dumped you there.
They don't have even basic human decency. Why would they just drag them out from the airport and just to dump them in 3 hours away in an abandoned place?
The bus is started. Leaving now.
Oh my God!
This is unbelievable.
Now. They are leaving.
This is so unbelievable how anyone can do this. How is this even possible for anyone to not have any human decency, just dumping you guys out of nowhere? what are you guys going to do? How do they expect you guys to go back to the airport? They just took you from the airport. They were just waiting for the flight, peacefully waiting for the flight to be to be taken out of Bolivia. And now these people are saying that they are in Bolivia wrong. They are illegal in Bolivia. That is completely false.
We have notarized documents. We have postal documents, notarized documents. They all have valid visas. They have everything.
They have valid visas, and that's
This is not fraudulent.
No, first, what is the logic? No, first they take them out of the airport when they are waiting for their flights. Just hours away their flight, they will be able to fly out of Bolivia. Now they take them from the airport 3 hours away, and then they say they are illegal in Bolivia, which is also false. They have valid legal visas, and now they are leaving.
You can't stop me! You can't stop me!
No, they're stopping us. They're stopping us from recording. We all are recording, seeing it live. They're stopping us. They're stopping us from recording this. This is illegal. You're seeing how much Tanzania is to fight. You're seeing how they're completely pushing their cameras away. This is illegal. This is a caution. This is inhumane. What is happening?
Record the bus number. Record the bus number. Please try to.
Stop manhandling our sannyasis. Leave our innocent women away. Leave our innocent women. Stop manhandling them.
No, record the bus number. Record the bus number.
Oh my God! They're just dragging them from the bus.
Record the bus number.
What is going
The
on?
bus number.
What? They stopped us from recording all of them. Dumping them away. They stopped our women. They stopped our women. They're harassing our women there.
No, record the bus number.
Over here. And then
Try to record the bus number. Try to record the bus number.
There's no number bus. They know what they do is so they don't have a number.
They are not. They've even removed the bus number.
They have no run.
You can see what level of atrocity this is. Dumped them in the middle of the street and then ran away. This is a ran. Oh my God! They ran away. They pushed the sannyasis away.
And there are people still on ground. You can see people. What are they going to do? What is their intention?
They just dumped us and ran away. Oh my God! This sannyasis is stranded in the middle of nowhere. Where should they go? It's middle of the night, middle of nowhere. It's in the international borders. This is dumped.
They're going different directions. Some people went on the bus went to another direction, and the people, the immigration officers, so
We will take this.
Exactly here. You all can see exactly here across them. This is, what is it saying? It's exposing something deeper. It shows clearly the moment they were about to tell the words immigration office gone, camera gone, and from that time till now, it's gone.
See, I would like to address Shiva Sangaran Aya again. His question. He's asking, kidnapping for what reasons? See, Aya, we have to understand that Kailasa has been actively engaging with the local indigenous people. That's why our nuns and monks were there to serve the local indigenous people. And again, you know, they were in the most difficult places. You can actually see in pictures, our nuns and monks have built huts from scratch, very modest living places from scratch. from haze and the wood, they've built a place for themselves and living there. And again, reminding all of you that, these are very well-educated people leaving behind their life, their comforts, and going into the Amazon forest and directly serving the local people. So we've been actively engaging with indigenous communities, and we recognize, we amplify the indigenous sovereignty, unlike these historical colonizers who have denied the indigenous rights to self-determination. And we explicitly acknowledge and support their right to self-determination. And even our agreements, they include language that reinforces indigenous autonomy and also require government ratification, because as per the Bolivian laws and the Bolivian constitution, the right to self-determination of indigenous people is guaranteed. But these deep state elements, anti-Hindu, racist, anti-indigenous media, are going against their own country laws, against the Bolivian laws and constitution, and trying to deny these indigenous people their right to self-determination. And Kailasa is prioritizing the indigenous knowledge preservation. We are helping them preserve their culture, their tradition, that unfortunately is going to extinction because nobody supports them. And do you know, they are persecuted to the level of, even if they are using their, when they were colonized, even to the level of when they wanted to speak their mother tongue, their indigenous language, they were physically tortured and prevented. Even the kids were physically tortured whenever, if by mistake, even they would use a word coming from their indigenous language. But now, Kailasa, we are working with all these indigenous people who have been suppressed by the colonizers, invaders. We are working with them to document all of that and to preserve and revitalize their traditional knowledge systems, recognizing their value for sustainable living. And we are supporting development on their terms, on indigenous terms, not on the terms of Kailasa. Let's be very clear about it. It is on their terms. And that is even put in writing in the agreements that are in accordance with Bolivian laws, international laws, and also protocolized and notarized. Unlike these colonial mindset people who are trying to just impose external development models. No, indigenous people are way ancient than these colonizers. They know how to make developments. They have development models that are in alignment with nature. And we follow indigenous leadership in determining what sustainable development means for their communities. And we are also actively advocating for indigenous representation. They do not have any platform to voice out. There's no international platform just for indigenous people. They don't even have proper representation at the United Nations. Did you know that? Did you know there's so many indigenous people around the globe who are suffering, but there's only 2 events, and that 2 events that the UN hosts for the indigenous people. They don't have a seat at the UN. Indigenous people don't have membership. They don't have seats. That is why Swamiji created the United Ancient Nation, where indigenous nations can become members and actively voice out about their persecution, reviving where they can discuss their indigenous knowledge, propagate their indigenous knowledge and wisdom and even sciences. But unlike the colonizers who are just trying to silence indigenous voices, we are working to ensure that the indigenous perspectives are heard in the international forums. So that is why, Shivaya, that is why these nuns and monks have been kidnapped. Because these anti-Hindu, Hindu-phobic, anti-indigenous deep state elements cannot tolerate what Kailasa is doing for the indigenous community.
Absolutely. And this has been very clearly now with this example, because this is clearly showing what we are going through is not an isolated incident. It is not an isolated incident. It is a very systematic persecution, and persecution that all of us as indigenous nations are going through. I also want to share with all the live viewers that are watching us right now some of the disturbing details of this kidnapping of our sister monks. I'm going to replay some small excerpts from the live video that we had recorded. You all can see and hear it directly from them. They're trying to have the live location on, but we do not know. Even they themselves do not know where they are being taken to. This is what is happening. There are so many, almost 20 policemen, but we do not know where they're being taken to.
Over the wall where we live, jump into our house without knowing, without us knowing anything. In the daylight, so many police with heavy guns, weapons jump across. They cross over the wall. They jump on top of the wall, jump into our area, and walk into our house. We were so scared. They took all our devices and silent our connection with outside world. No one knows where we were. No one knows what they did on us. They are men with guns. At that time, we had a young kid of 10 years old. They actually went to her room. The man with a gun went to family they know that this is illegal. This is illegal in all countries, including Bolivia. They know that also. That's why the moment when they came to our place, they silenced us. They took all our devices, our laptop, our phone. Actually, before they came to our place, they already cut off the electricity. They know we are going to contact with outside. So they cut off the electricity. We don't have any internet. And then they started the crime. Those people, a few days back, they already arrested us. They took us to the immigration with to sign a paper. It expelled us without country.
When we were being interrogated, we asked them.
No power to fight.
No, they told us if you want food, you have to sign the paperwork.
Armed, protected.
And they were blackmailing us with food, with basic human rights. They didn't, not even toilet paper they provided. Hours and hours and hours sitting,
Back when they arrested us,
blackmailing us with food.
office in Bolivia. They forced us to sign a paper. It's illegal. We don't want to sign that paper. And then when we asked for food and water, the immigration and the police
They very nicely came and they were recording us. Then we also recorded them, and they attacked us. Men were attacking all of our female monks. It was more than one man. It was maybe 3 or 4 just manhandling them. They were tackling us.
please help us to reach out to all the human rights organizations, influencers, and everyone who has sympathy, everyone who
Is this right in any country?
justice to help us. Even
even one person's support is needed. We
And
want everyone
they
here to make
they
this
still
new
haven't told us what we did wrong.
so everyone
We
can
no,
know
they had no orders. When they raided the house, they had no orders. I
Nityanandam,
requested so many times. Show us an order. Show us what we did wrong. Show us where we broke the law. How did we break the law? They wouldn't show. They had nothing. No court orders. And still somehow the judge said they were.
where we are going.
Is this fair in any country? Is this okay in any country
In the camera,
for women to be treated like this?
our portion of the food
Still, we keep dragging and dragging and dragging.
police like this.
I don't know where I am. I'm afraid.
You can see it's deserted land.
Where are they taking us? This is scary. This is real life right now.
We're going somewhere really far.
It's a terror.
There's no light, barely no light. It's only grass.
This is a nightmare. Nobody wants to live in this. And we didn't break the law. We didn't do anything wrong.
We don't know where we are going.
How can they do this to us?
I'm just playing a very small excerpt. What we just listened to is a very small excerpt. This for so many hours and hours together, our female sannyasis were literally begging. They were begging for their life. They were begging literally. You all can see how much each of them are asking. Again and again, they're just telling the horrific, horrendous details. You all can see the way horribly the monks, female monks, have been persecuted. I see someone named War God who has commented saying, so unfair. May those who commit such actions against those monks be cursed. We really need to take strong actions to condemn this. It's so unfortunate that such things are even happening right now.
Nityanandam,
How can it happen now? How is it possible? We claim that we are all so civilized, so advanced, and we claim we are in such modern era. This is what is happening. A persecution is happening right in front of us. We are not able to stop it. We need justice.
And we need all of your help to reach out to people, to more people, raise awareness of what is happening. We need your help to contact the authorities, the government officials, influencers, media channels. They need to broadcast this widely in the entire world. How is it that when, look at this, right? When anti-Hindu indigenous deep state elements, they want to persecute, spread lies about the indigenous people, about the Kailasa, about Hindus, how they are in so much of coordination and solidarity that they are able to produce mass fake information globally, at once, globally, multiple channels, not just in one country, globally at once. We've seen this happen multiple times. But how is it that the truth, what is the truth? What is the actual suffering that we are going through. That is not broadcasted widely, globally, on multiple platforms in multiple countries at the same time. Isn't this unfair? But who is to blame? They are way more active than we are. They are able to just mass generate fake information on us, on Kailasa, on Hindus, on the indigenous people. But the truth is not getting the same coverage. And Kailasa San Diego is saying, in a world of violence and persecution, Kailasa stands as a beacon of peace and religious tolerance. Yes, absolutely. See, Kailasa is I can very confidently say, Kailasa is the only one, Swamiji is the only one standing up for true peace and for true religious tolerance. But we are getting persecuted left and right. We are getting our people, Swamiji even are getting tortured left and right. So much of attack is happening. We need to raise our voice. We need to come together in unity and raise our voice now. It's been enough. Enough is enough. For how long are we going to keep facing persecution? And for how long are we going to keep allowing persecution, attacks from these forces, anti-indigenous racist forces? Enough is enough. And we need to say enough is enough, and that is when it's going to stop. Unless we do that, it's not going to stop.
See, and that statement we can make only if we as humans come together, make stronger videos. Each of us need to make telling the situation. We need to make strong response to this. We need to give response. It is not just posting a few tweets. No. We need to do all the things. We have to unite together. And we need to do every effort, whatever it takes. We need to take all that effort. Only then we can save ourselves. Only then we can save the lives of these innocent monks. Right now, their lives are at stake. It's really important that every one of us wake up to this fact. I already see many of you who have started posting your comments, posting your videos. I request and encourage all of you, please post your videos more. Record your videos, explain this whole situation and record your videos. Post it in all the platforms.
See, one thing I want to mention also, if today you are still a Hindu and you're still practicing Hinduism, you're still having your culture and traditions, and even for the other indigenous people, if they are still able, at the very least, able to maintain some of their cultures and tradition, it's because our ancestors have sacrificed so much. They've gone through so much of torture. Did you know our ancestors were boiled alive in pot? They were boiled alive. The kids, they were decapitated, and the mothers were made to wear garlands of the skulls of the heads, decapitated heads of the kids. They were tortured to the level of the skin were peeled off. They were sawed into half from head to toe. They were sawed into half while being alive. such cruel. I don't even have the words how to describe that and what pain they went through. But despite knowing that they are going to be tortured like this, they sacrificed themselves. They sacrificed themselves, allowed themselves to be tortured, just so that we can remain Hindus, we can retain our culture and tradition. But today, if we don't stand up, if we don't fight, our next generation is not going to remain Hindus. The indigenous roots will be completely cut off. So once again, please make videos, make clips. You can even make clips of this live show, live sharing. And tag the authorities, the influencers, and please share widely. And see, let's also look, you know what, see, let's
Actually,
also look
false allegations that are happening on which they started analyzing us. See, it is these false allegations that they took as a base. Like first, they demonized us. They started alienating us, away from the indigenous communities. Like the whole, of course, the colonial mental setup, right? They first create that divide. And they couldn't create the divide first because they tried multiple times. So they could not create it because the indigenous people saw clearly that we are good people and we are also indigenous people. They understood where our roots are. They saw the way persecution is happening on Swamiji.
people armed and rifles, heavily armed.
We have
And
no
now,
idea what is happening. And actually, I just want to tell Vijay Priya, all the women that were there, middle of the night, and a bunch of men, armed men, we don't even know what if they're safe right now. We don't know what is going on with them. We are, and I want to tell this to every one of you here, we need to tag all the humanitarian groups. We need to take this to the international courts. We need to take this. We need justice. What is happening is adharmic. What is happening is inhumane, to say the least. This is absolute violation of all the human rights. And every sannyasi, all our monks, all the female monks, every one of them, including pregnant women, young children, we don't know what is happening to them. They're stranded. Just imagine, middle of the night, someone comes and takes you from your place and leaves you stranded. Middle of the night, their luggages were thrown out on the road. Every one of their luggages are on the road. They've thrown them out. After dragging them, they were in a city, in an international airport to exit the country. And suddenly a group of masked men, just understand this. You should go back and rewatch the live. Only then you'll understand the gravity, the goriness of how this whole attack has happened. They all were completely dragged out and of the airport. Literally, they were carried out. The women were carried out by the men and dumped into a bus. And suddenly they started driving the bus. When our sannyasis pleaded them for asking where they are going, what is going on, there was no answer. This group did not give any answer. They tried to grab the phones. Somehow one of our sannyasis managed to remain in touch, and she was continuously showing, which is fortunately we have this stream. so the world knows what happened exactly as it happened. You can just see how unfair, you can just see the goriness of how they are attacking. In middle of the night, they were dragged out of the airport. They have driven them away from the international airport near the borders of Peru and Bolivia for more than 3.5 hours. And the moment they saw that our sannyasis are live streaming, in the live stream, all the police, they got down, removed their badges, completely masked. They were fully armed with rifles, guns, completely masked. The moment they realized we were live streaming, they went down, removed their badges, so that they can see what a coward. How so they have fully, this is premeditated, this is completely planned, this is an attack that is happening. They are kidnapped all our monks. Now they are stranded in a place we don't even know where they are. We are not able to establish communication with them. You're all seeing. It is still showing we have lost the signal. We are not able to establish any type of communication with them. They're left stranded middle of the road. All their luggages, everything thrown out. After driving them at the border of the country, and they have just thrown them out in the middle of the night with nowhere to go. There's no one for them, and they gathered a group of mob. You all saw in the live stream. This is exactly what is happening. This is how, for doing nothing other than serving the humanity and for only carrying out the mission to serve the humanity, they're being attacked. This is what is happening to all our monks, what is happening to all the sannyasis there. We are not knowing what is going on with them. We really, really need to reach out. I request every one of you here that are watching, please take this. Why no media channels are showing this now? When it comes to spreading false news and hate speech, all the media channels are doing it. Now we are showing you the whole attack was live streamed. Every conversation, every event as it unfolded was completely streamed live. I really request every one of you, please write to the international organizations. Let us reach out. We need to tell people what is going on. We need to show people what is happening. What is happening is adharmic, and all the sannyasis are being attacked. This is a persecution, this is an attack, and this is an attempt on all of their life. Their lives are at risk. You all can see still now that even now we are not able to reach them. It is showing signal lost. What is going on? Last 4 days in the live stream, the sannyasis are telling continuously, last 4 days they have not had any food. They have not had water. They have not had anything. There's a pregnant woman in there. There's just an 18-year-old kid in there. She's just turned 18. And all of them are dragged like this, manhandled. You all saw how they physically dragged the woman by her hair out of the bus and threw her on the road. What is happening is atrocious. This is worse. This is a crime. Every one of you, write to your governments, write to the Bolivian government. Let us reach out. We need to go all out. The whole attack, as it happened, as it unfolded, has been streamed live. I request every one of you, all the devotees, Rajya Sabha members, all the Paramashiva Sena participants, Kailasa Vasis, Sannyasis, every one of you, please take time right now. Please reach out to them. Make sure that we are informing, we are reaching out, and we are sharing this truth with every embassies, international humanitarian organizations, all the humanitarian watchdogs, UN. We should reach out to everyone. This is atrocious.
This is completely illegal what they are doing. They only went there to serve the humanities, to serve the local people. They've been dragged out of the airport. What is the point of doing this? Please, all of you, please reach out. There will be, for the US Embassy, there will be emergency numbers that you can call even at this time. Please, all of you guys, please reach out. It is extremely important. We are extremely concerned for their safety. We We do not have any contact with them right now. We don't know what these armed men are doing to our women. It is extremely concerning. Please, requesting all of you, please reach out, please email them, please share this live stream, please call them. We are very worried for our women, pregnant women, and their children also. And we've all seen how this place is completely abandoned. We don't know what kind of place this is. Broken windows, broken cars, broken buildings. And these men we could see how these men were assaulting, pulling the hair of our sannyasi, trying to stop them, stopping them from recording.
Right now, actually, right now, the sannyasis where they are, it is the Desaguadero is the place that they are in. And they have been dumped there, thrown there in the border between Peru and Bolivia. And all of you should know there is nobody there. It's like a very small town. Even if anything happens to our sannyasis, nobody is there to protect them. Please understand, right now, if anything happens to our sannyasis, there is nobody to protect them. We do not even have immediately, there is no police, there is nobody there. And our sannyasis are calling emergency numbers, nobody is picking up. Our sannyasis have been trying to reach, whether it is the embassies, we are not able to get through. It is such an untime where we are not able to reach anyone. And the place that they are in, there is no immediate assistance or protection. There is not even a proper hospital nearby if anything happens to them. What is happening is extremely inhumane. It's very, very cruel and torturous. I request every one of you, please share this live stream. Fortunately, now we have the whole thing recorded. This time, every attack as it unfolded has been recorded. It's entirely live streamed. I request every one of you, please reach out international human rights orgs and reach out to all this. We want to take this to the international court. We want to get justice. What is happening now is cruel. What is happening now is unfair. I request everyone, all the devotees, all the members, Rajya Sabha members, every one of you that are watching this, right now, I request every one of you to please take a few minutes, reach out and please write to every government, write to international people. Need to know now. People need to. What is happening now is atrocious. This is extremely inhumane. It is cruel to say the least. We need justice for this. We need to write to the international orgs. I request every one of you to please take time, write to everyone, write to write each and every one of them. We need to reach out. We need to let everyone know this is what is happening to our sannyasis. They're being thrown on the road. We are not able to get in touch with them. We are trying to continuously reach out. We are trying to continuously connect with them. Right now, we don't know what is going on. I request every one of you, what is happening to us just because we are indigenous nation, just because we are indigenous people, and just because we are standing up as a voice for the indigenous people, we are being oppressed, we are being attacked. I request every one of you, we don't know what is going on. Understand, this is not something that is happening just 1 or 2 days. The last 4 days, they have not had food. They have been just managing with water and they have not been allowed. The pregnant woman was pleading with them today. We are not allowed. They have not been allowed to have food. They have not been allowed to even have rest. They have been running pillar to post to save themselves. Continuously, they are being harassed. Can you all see? Is there any logical? Is it making any sense? Middle of the night, they drag them out from the main city in the airport, seize all their luggages, and they grabbed all their passports, their travel documents, and they were completely masked, armed men. They came in the police uniform and they were completely fully masked. They took all the passports, all the travel documents, seized all the luggages, manhandled our women, carried them. Literally, the women were carried by their hands and feet. They were just lifted out of the airport and thrown into the bus. They drive them almost 3.5 hours away at the borders of the country. And they're just suddenly thrown out of the bus. They are taken in a vehicle which has no registration number. The registration plate has been removed completely. There is no registration number. So there is no evidence. They have left zero evidence for us. They've just hidden all of their identity. Fortunately, I just pray to Swamiji. Just this time we have the whole thing on record. Entirely, this entire attack, what every bit of what they have done. Fortunately, we have the whole thing on record. We will be taking this to the international courts. We will be taking this to the humanitarian orgs. We need justice. What happened to our sannyasis is unfair. What happened to our sannyasis is cruel. It's violation of human rights. It is it is fully planned attack. It is a persecution that, and we are being persecuted just because we are standing up for India. We are being persecuted just because Swamiji for the first time is voicing out and bringing all the atrocities that is happening to indigenous groups to the international attention. We are being attacked. We are being persecuted. And what is the only thing? We were just serving the attacked, persecuted communities. We were standing up for the indigenous communities. Each one of you that are here, everyone that are watching right now, the attack that is happening, whether it is happening on the monks, all the female monks in Bolivia, all the male sannyasis, or whether it is happening, the attack that is happening in Rajapalayam to all the fellow sister monks that are there, this is brutal. This is violation of human rights. I request every one of you, I see so many of you are here in the comment section commenting. Jnana Prakashini is saying that I pray to Swamiji to bring them to protection and safety. Ma Shanti Ravi Shankar is saying it is very sad. Ma Shanti, this is the current situation, ma, no matter what. And see, the time that they have, this is completely planned. This is completely premeditated and planned. The way they have planned this, now even they're calling emergency contact. Many of the sannyasis are calling the embassies. No embassies are picking up because it is untime. It's early in the morning and they're stranded. They're not even having a proper network to reach out to them. Ma Robin Taylor is saying she's trying to reach the US embassy in Bolivia. It is closed and not answering the phone. Do you see, Ma Robin Taylor? This is exactly what I'm saying, Ma. They have dumped them on the road. All the monks, they have. Abhay Chhatreya is saying, yes, Abhay Chhatreya, they are right now, they're stranded at the Peru-Bolivian border. But after they were thrown, they are right now, they're stranded at the Peru-Bolivian border. But after they were thrown out of the bus, we are not able to establish connection with them. That is why we are showing you all signal loss stream continuously. This is their current stream where we have lost them. We don't know what is happening to them. The reason we are showing this is so you all know how long we are putting this entire thing on record. We are putting this whole thing on record. And what you're seeing on the screen is the live location of the sannyasis. Right now, you can see that they are in the Peru and the Bolivia borders, and we have no idea what is going on. We have not been able to reach them. Yuko EY, we are calling. You can also reach out. Yes, please reach out to the humanitarian orgs. We are also calling, and as you can see, many of the other devotees here in the comment section are posting this time that they have cunningly planned and executed the whole attack. This is the time no embassies are open. They are not picking up the call. Please try to call and please reach out. No, we are not able to get through to anyone. People are not answering the call and we don't know what is going on. Marvinaya, yes, Marvinaya has posted even the German embassy. That is why I'm telling Aya, this whole thing is a premeditated, whole thing is an attempt on the life of all the sannyasis. Even now, we don't know if they are safe. The way they have planned this whole thing, you all can see, everyone, just read the YouTube comment section. So many of the devotees are calling. Today, German embassy is closed, US embassy is not available, and they're not able to reach out to the other embassies. Many of the embassies their numbers are not working. This is the current situation. Where will the sannyasis go? Whom will they reach? The place that they're at, they have no stable network even. They're just stranded. They're not left in some well-established city. They're stranded in middle of an undeveloped area, undeveloped place. We don't even know what is going on there. There is no sight of other humans there. There was a mob that was left behind by these men who came in uniform and they removed all their badges. Every single thing of what I'm telling is put on live stream. Just scroll back, watch. You will see how this entire thing is completely premeditated. Every bit of what we are seeing now is entirely premeditated. The live location of the sannyasis right now is being live streamed to all of you. You can see we are not able to establish connect with them. We do not know what is happening, and this is exactly how each time they attack. Do you all see? They make sure, see, this time, fortunately, the sannyasis were they managed to live stream. But each time, this is how the attack happens. What is the one legal ground on which any of these actions have happened? They had no legal warrant. They had no search warrant. They had no arrest warrant. They had no legal documentation paperwork. But when the sannyasis said, we will not move till you show us a paperwork, sannyasis were physically carried. Men carried them and literally put them into the bus. Their luggages were confiscated. They grabbed the passports from the hands of all of the sannyasis. Can you all imagine? And they have come fully planned. They have come in a full head to toe covered, as if they're dealing with some criminals. The monks are just innocent female monks who have done nothing other than serving. All of them were left stranded. There is nobody who is there attending to them. Even right now, we do not know what is going on. That is the worst part. Even now, I'm just panicking as I talk because we don't know what is going on. We don't know if they are alive. If we don't know if they are safe. Ma Sonia De Silveira. You see, you've put a lot of comments. She's saying, Ma Sonia is saying this is a serious violation of basic human rights. Or the only reason for that is not known. Actually, Ma Sonia and every viewer, you all should understand the reason for why such attacks happen. The only reason this attack is happening is because we are indigenous people And Swamiji is standing up. He is voicing for the rights of indigenous people. That's the only reason this attack is happening. No other reason. The only reason entire attack is happening is just because we are indigenous people. It is just purely because of that. This is exactly how the current situation is happening. Please understand, I request every one of you here, each and every individual sitting here with us, do what you can. Right now, we are in need of this. Reach out to your local authorities, write to the government officials. Please take to Twitter, take a minute, use this hashtag. Let us spread the information. Please use the hashtag. I request every one of you, please, the hashtags have been projected. Hindu Lives Matter, Kailasa Indigenous Nation. Please use this hashtag. I request every one of you, please sincerely take some time now, sit and do it. Yes, I still see many of you. Yes, if any of you have any questions, please feel free to ask. You can ask your questions, doubts, any questions, any doubts that you have, please ask. I see some of you posting. Yes, okay. If we have been able to get through, no. We don't know what is happening. We have not been able to get through to the monks. We are not knowing what is happening to the sannyasis. We have not been able to get through to them. You all saw. Actually, that's why we are showing the signal loss. The moment they come back online, this time, with the grace of Swamiji, the entire thing is on record. The whole humanity will know what is happening. The whole humanity will know all these atrocities. We all need to go. This, what is happening now is happening. This is not just attack on one or two individuals. This is attack on Swamiji. This is attack on Sanatana Hindu Dharma. The only reason our monks are being attacked is because we are indigenous people. It's because Swamiji is standing up for the indigenous rights. He's voicing out for them. Okay, I see a Chinese person who's posted, please help contact the local embassy. Actually, Ma, you can see the chat here. Even in the chat, you can see many of the devotees also have tried calling. We are not able to get through. See, I just want you to understand something here, Ma. If you read, just go and scroll through the live. See how they've very systematically executed this whole attack. This is completely premeditated. It is not a, do you think they can bring such a huge bus? People in uniform are coming unlawfully at midnight, and they have come with a vehicle that has no registration number. They have no license plate, and every one of them have put very cunningly, very systematically, they've all put masks covering all of themselves completely, so that in no camera they are visible. So we don't know their identity. They all went, removed their badges. We saw this. The sannyasis were screaming all this out in live. They have been begging. They don't respond to sannyasis where they are going. How is this? How is this any way legal? How is this any way morally right? Legally right? And they have done it in a time where all embassies are closed. You can see German embassy devotees have called, US embassy, Europe embassy, so many different embassies have been called. They're not answering. Obviously, because it's early in the morning right now. Nobody can get through. Emergency contacts are not working. That is exactly the reason why they have done this attack now. Mahesh from Sarita Valley. Oh, Sarita Mahesh from, yes, she has posted, very sad. Hope everyone will be fine. I am sure Swamiji will protect all of us. Swamiji's protection is there. But please understand, if we do not wake up, if this does not wake us up, Hindus, we really, really need to understand. where
It has been proven in your historical track record.
We are now seeing all of this. Fortunately, because this whole thing is on live, we at least know the gravity. Just imagine what Swamiji would have been through. Worst tortures like this was done to Swamiji.
This time
just
for
because Swamiji is unapologetically standing up for Hinduism. Just because of the service that Swamiji is doing. Just because people can attack, people are attacking. And Obong is saying, this is just the last attempt of the wicked ones because they know their time is up. I pray to Swamiji that the same thing happens. I pray to Swamiji that all these attack ends here. Because understand, if we strongly stand and retaliate this time, if we get and teach them a lesson, they cannot keep persecuting. How long will they keep persecuting? How long will they keep doing this? We need to get justice to this. We need to get them to answer to this. And only we can do it. See, if we all come together right now, all the Rajya Sabha members, all the Adinavasis, Sannyasis, everyone that are watching, if we come together right now, we can really reach, we can make our voices loud enough to reach all the international courts, all the international humanitarian orgs, UN bodies, everyone. We need to tell people what is happening. The world needs to know. People need to know.
the situation right now is extremely dangerous. We are not able to get in touch with any of them. Right now, we are still struggling. We are still struggling. We are not able to reach out to any of them. We have not reached out. You can see the no signal still. We saw how the barbarians just manhandle our sannyasis. Our female monks are suffering this for nothing. They're completely innocent. This is too important. This reason why we are getting attacked. This is a multi-pronged attack. No, Ma Shenli is saying, are they safe? No, they are not safe yet. We have not yet reached out to them. They are not. Ramanujan Desikan has posted it's the worst place where they have been dropped. It's not safe until they're back. Feel very sorry for all the female sannyasis who have left. You can see right now, you can see where they are. The only thing we have is this live location that we are tracking. We have not been able to reach them. There's no signal from them. The live video of their signal, you can see it's still showing signal lost. It's scary. It's scary. How can they have this? How can they be doing this? We really pray, we beg, we request each one of you, please reach out to all the embassies. Reach out to everyone that you know. We really need to save the sannyasis. We need to save their lives right now. This is what is happening just because we are indigenous Hindus. This is on us. This is what is being thrown at us just because we are indigenous Hindus. Just because Swamiji has revived the indigenous traditions, given voice to the indigenous traditions. This is the reason why we are suffering this attack right now. Please take a few minutes. I request every one of you, please share this. Please share this with all the authorities that you know. Mashuka Yoga is saying it's sad. They just are innocent monks. What crime did they do to go through this suffering right now? This is a multi-pronged attack. You can see in how many places we are being attacked. This is not something small. This is a persecution that is happening. plan they had that they just executed right now? They had come with a clear plan, knew that what they're doing is illegal. That is why they made sure that they removed all their police badges. We saw that we God with us, right? This is so horrifying. Horrifying. Oh my God. We really please, 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 please share this. Please reach out to all those who are coming here. We are having, oh my God, this is what I'm saying. This is what exactly I'm saying. This is a situation right now. There's someone named Black Hat who's asking, can anyone explain?